This whole time I was muted. That's crazy. My mic wasn't. That's weird. I got a troubleshoot done. Did you really hear me now? I don't know. Morning, brother. Morning, brother. Y'all ain't even hear the music. No, I wasn't responding to the shit last night. Anybody got a recommendation? Anybody got a song on the album to play real quick before we get started? One song? Anybody got one song for me to play real quick before we get started? One song, and one song only. Anybody got a recommendation? First one I see. First one I see. JT, what's the word, gang? Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. It's a happy Saturday. It's beautiful weather outside, man. It's 70 degrees outside, man. I can't wait to get up out there, to be honest. Uh, I don't think anybody typed anything real quick, so let me go. Ooh. Mm, let's go with. Let's close it out with. Let's see what OG said. Dust. All right. OG fuck with Drake. Okay, I know. Temperance me. Got a real big heart, look at it. This is the last song, y'all. Morning, happy Saturday. Shout out to OG for that request. Make sure y'all go play that album. Make sure y'all go play that Iceman. Make sure y'all go play that Iceman. Lawrence, good morning, brother. Man, oh man, oh man. Happy Saturday. Like I said, y'all. Well, not like I said, but happy Saturday first and foremost. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Y'all not able to hear me when I'm on the when I'm sharing my screen. Can y'all hear me when I'm sharing my screen or not? And I know my camera is flashing, it's bouncing off the sunlight from the walls. When I'm sharing my screen, can y'all hear me or no? Yeah, let me know real quick. Ain't nobody typing. So I'm guessing. I don't know. All right, I know y'all can hear me now. All right, JT, appreciate that, gang. Like I was saying though, y'all. Good morning, happy Saturday. Welcome back to another Facts and Stats show. Not that lengthy, not that long, not 3 hours, 4 hours, and things like that. I got a haircut coming up in 2 hours. It's gonna be a good Saturday today. Hope all y'all have a great Saturday. A great Saturday today as well. Wherever y'all live, I'm pretty sure the weather's probably good. Wherever it is, wherever y'all live. So make sure y'all, whether you go on a walk, whether you go to the gym, whether you like to hike, do something that you like to do, or do something going outside, or whatever the case may be, and just enjoy life. Because before you know it, we gonna be older and older and older and older. And I truly believe life is about making memories and just doing whatever makes you happy, man. So that's my words for today. Again, I know my camera is bouncing off the sunlight, so it's not capturing. It's gonna be doing a little glitching thing, or whatever the case may be. So just deal with that for now. There's no StreamYard. Well, since when have I ever done a StreamYard link? Between and how long? That's on Discord, bro. Again, obviously, it's been a schedule change for me, so I got to get accustomed and used to doing shows on Saturday, at least for today, and next week at least. I am going to get my set schedule this week coming up, so I will know whether it's going to be. I will know what days I'm going to be able to do the show throughout the week. It's either going to be Monday and Tuesdays throughout the week for me, or it's going to be Thursday and Fridays throughout the week for me. So when I know, that's when y'all would know. And then when y'all would know, I will be making a tweet about it, or I'll be sending a message through Discord. You'll see the tweet look something like this. For example, let me just show y'all an example real quick. So for the next 2 weeks, on May 11th, I tweeted this. For the next 2 weeks, the show will be live on YouTube and Twitch every Saturday and Sunday. So that was this following week that just passed or going on now, and then also next week as well. Sunday is questionable though, but Saturday 100% there will be a show. And again, after that, I know it would be either Monday and Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the YouTube and Twitch side of things. And then I also want to give Heaven Sent and Jordan Woods a big shout out for their contributions to the platform and them hosting the show. The days they did do it, or the days they do it throughout the week via Twitter Spaces and or Discord. More so Twitter Spaces. So it is very important for anybody that's in here that may watch the show back today to follow Fact and Stats on Twitter at Fact and Stats _. Everyone to continue to be active, continue to talk sports together as a community, and continue to grow, continue to get to know one another, and continue to see each other. Speaking on seeing each other, we have our 4th annual Fact and Stats Cookout coming up. I'm excited, bro. Like, I do something every year where I look forward to it. Like, I don't look forward to nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing, but this is one of the biggest things I look forward to every single year. It's the 4th annual Fact and Stats Cookout, June 13th. Shout out to the ones that's coming that I did not get the chance to meet yet. But I know a couple of people is coming that, like I said, that I didn't get to meet. Like, I know Byron's coming, Chan, Rise coming, some of the names on top of my head that I did not get to meet yet. So anybody else that's coming that I did not get to meet, it's a blessing, man. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good weekend right here in the DMV. So I hope you all can make it. If you do plan on coming, make sure you all do get a ticket. You'll get a ticket through the StreamYard link that is linked on this tweet right there. You can see, I said StreamYard, Eventbrite link that you will see right here on this tweet. And it's 2 different tickets you can get. One, general admission. The second one can be it's like a donation ticket. So whether you put $3, $5, $7, whatever the case may be, all contributions are going to the cookout. So keep that in mind as well. Bring your own bottle. It's very important. If you want to turn up, you like to turn up, bring your own bottle. Ev is not providing bottles for everybody. I'll probably get a bottle. Well, Ev is not providing bottles for everybody. So make sure y'all bring your own bottle if you do plan on coming. I think that's that for the most part, y'all. As far as the show today, let me go ahead and jump into it. As far as the show today, we're going to be talking about the Pistons forcing Game 7 last night. The Spurs and the Wolves recap. I put recaps. I tweeted this show throughout the game. I tweeted this during the game. But really, talk about the Spurs' dominant performance in their Game 6 victory last night and just how well they looked as a team in this series outside of Game 1, in my opinion. And then after that, we're going to do a quick dive into the WNBA, just get some updates on what's going on, looking at some records, looking at some stats, and looking at what some of the media is saying around these players and these starts. I think everybody played around 3 to 4 games now, maybe 5 at most. So we'll do a quick dive into that. And that'll be the show. Like I said, I got a haircut at 1:30, so I'm going to go ahead and get my haircut, go to the mall, X, Y, and Z. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. If you do plan on joining the stage, I want to talk about these. I got a shortage of my charger, bro. Like, come on, gang. If you do want to talk about these games, though, briefly, feel free to join the Fact and Stats Discord to do that. You will join the live show stage channel. And then that's how you will be able to share your thoughts in regards to what you saw last night or throughout these series that we've been having so far. What I'm going to do is I want to drop that Discord link in the YouTube chat. It will say to join the stage, and in parentheses, Discord. And then I'm going to go ahead and pin it. I'm on my Ever Junior page, putting that in there. They didn't even post. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. All right, now it's in there real quick. Shaggy, what's the word, brother? What's the word, brother? Appreciate you pulling up real quick on this Saturday, man. I appreciate, but real shit, y'all. I appreciate all y'all pulling up on this quick Saturday, nigga. It ain't been Facts and Stats shows on Saturdays in years. You know, I remember I used to do Monday through Sunday. Then I said, all right, you gotta give yourself one day. And I gave myself Saturdays and was still doing Sundays with football. So now I gotta shift back just for today and next week to doing some Saturday shows. Like I said, this week coming up, I'll then know my schedule for what days I'll be able to host the show on YouTube and Twitch throughout the week. It'll either be Sundays, Monday, Tuesdays, or it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll be working 4 days out the week. going to my site. So the other 3 days I'm not working, there'll be a show on YouTube and Twitch that I will be hosting on. But again, like I said, big shout out to Jordan Woods. Big shout out to Heaven Sent. Even West too. Big shout out to West. And we are here, y'all. It's another day to talk sports, man. Heaven Sent, what's the word?
Let's go.
That's a little loud, but who give a damn? All right, I'm joined by Twin, OG, and Low right now. Anybody else want to join the stage, you'll do that through the Facts and Stats Discord, as I was just saying. I'm going to go ahead and read some top headlines real quick before we dive into this Cavs and Pistons Game 6 and talk about Game 7 coming up and who we have winning and so forth. Spurs ride backcourt monster night in the Western Conference Finals. In 2 Western Conference Finals, I'm sorry. Edwards tips his hat to the Spurs as the better team, 100%. For all the people that feel like the Wolves competed, I hear you. What I saw in this series was one team just looking better offensively and defensively, and also had the best player or players on the court throughout the series. Don't quit Pistons stave off elimination. They forced Game 7. NBA to unveil MVP day before OKC and Spurs series. What's that date? Sunday. Brett, did you hear? Oh, okay. Oh, Game 5 for the finals, right? Yeah. We hit. Nah, that's locked. That's locked. That's locked in. Unless that's locked in. Nah, we gonna hit a bar or something. I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, we probably could actually. It's close. All right. So tomorrow they'll be winning the MVP. Most likely SGA going back to back. Thunder J Dub say he's healthy entering the Western Conference Finals. Harden overtakes Curry for 10th in playoff points. OG Anunoby hamstring practices in full with the Knicks. And then Kerr on return to the Warriors. I have to be better. Those are some of the top headlines around the NBA right now. But nothing is bigger. Can't hear nobody but you on YouTube. What? Oh, I had that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second. Somebody say something real quick.
Yo, testing one, 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 two, 1, 2.
Can y'all hear them now? My OBS settings got messed up. Can y'all hear them now?
Testing.
All right, I can hear y'all now. All right, bet. Let me just share this and then change this. Pause. All right, bet. All right, cool. Appreciate that, y'all.
While you fumbling through that computer, pull up them predictions because I believe I might be one of the only niggas that picked Detroit and San Antonio.
Detroit didn't win the series. You talking crazy.
Yeah. I believe you heard what I said, nigga. I believe
I
I'm one
heard
of the
what you
only
said, but
ones,
you
nigga.
taking victory laps for shit that, like, nigga,
I'm taking a
you
victory
want your
lap with my
cake.
coffee in my hand and I'm feeling good
OG,
because
tell that nigga, you know what Harden gonna do in Game 7.
that's
You
what
don't
I'm
need to
Nigga,
hear
saying.
it.
hard
No,
nigga,
you
OG
Low.
dumbass.
Thank you,
Hold
Low.
on, real quick, Lo.
Thank you,
You
Low.
can't
I'm
give him
glad
that.
you
You
can
can't
read
give him that.
between the
You can't
lines.
give him that. He kept saying Game 3. He said, "Watch what Harden do." Game 4, watch what Harden do. Game 5, watch what
Hey,
Harden do. Game
okay,
6,
so
watch what Harden do.
you
Nigga, we
sound
been
like
fishing
you
every night,
sound like you sound like Evan Shaggy. Every time he have a
nigga.
good game, I get something. I'm
No,
just
you
telling
can't.
y'all.
No,
Hey,
OG,
look
don't do
here.
that. Don't do
I'm
that,
talking about
OG.
the full
Please,
body of work. I've
OG,
seen
don't
him.
do that.
I've seen this dude have great games. Just the whole Houston tenure. He had great games. That ain't what I ever had a problem with. I'm just
OG, don't
telling you
do
the
that.
clock is
We
on.
were talking
And
about
we
having
know
his
what's
great
about to
game.
happen, dog. We know what's about to
No,
happen. Watch
you
and see.
said this for 3, 4 games straight, brother. You
It
don't
don't
think,
matter.
bro? You don't. What do you mean it don't matter? All right,
Don't
go
matter
ahead. Go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
when the ball drop, I'm my bad.
nah,
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
good.
I'm sorry.
You had just to let you know though before y'all go, y'all continue y'all back and forth. February 16th, you had Cavs versus Knicks, Celtics if Tatum is healthy. And then Western Conference Finals, you had Spurs versus Denver. When we did it again on April 13th, you didn't participate in this one. You wasn't here. So,
Man, I know I picked
So
the
he don't
Celtics.
even got receipts for you.
I,
Okay.
I
you just
I
missed the
could have sworn I picked
you missed the
Detroit.
Pistons. Yeah, you missed the Pistons right here. Yeah, you had Cavs and the Knicks, and then Tatum if the Celtics if Tatum come back. But other than that,
Okay.
though, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this game last night. I had a game sort of kind of around the tip off of this game, so I missed like the first half, I would say. Then the second half wasn't really much to speak on, but got Tween up here and others in the chat and also on the stage that can dive into this game as well. But the Pistons got to win 115-94 from a box score perspective, real quick. Cade continues to turn the ball over a lot. I know we spoke on this yesterday, or some people spoke on this yesterday in the spaces when it comes to him being the only ball handler and things like that. I spoke on in Game 5 how even with that being a thing or being true, some of his turnovers was just disgusting. To be honest, like I think a lot of his turnovers are like self-inflicted, more so in that game, in Game 5, not Game 6, because I didn't fully see all 7 in Game 6. Game 5, I would say he caused a lot of them though. It wasn't even a defense. He did have 21 points. Asar, I needed to find out the correct way to pronounce that. One of the best players I ever seen defensively. He's a monster. 4 steals last night, a block. I think through 13 playoff games, he's up there with like Ben Wallace when it comes to stocks. I saw a tweet yesterday when it comes to the stocks in NBA playoffs through the first 13 games. It's insane. The number is crazy. So really just shout out to him for how he anchoring that defense as a wing and how well he's playing basketball. Jalen Durant had one of the better games in the series, obviously with 15 points. And this was big for Detroit winning this game because, their second best offensive player wasn't that last night. So and that's Tobias Harris I'm referring to with 6 points. They had big contributions from Paul Reed in 16 minutes, 17 points. And even Duncan Robinson coming off the bench in this game without while not playing in Game 5. I'm glad they kept that same starting lineup with Jenkins starting. I think it gives them a little better balance offensively and defensively while Duncan is still the 3-point specialist as well. And yeah, Marcus Sasser, who Rod just spoke on in the chat, he was big for them as well in his 18 minutes with 9 points. So it was a collective win for the Pistons. I mean, whenever you can have 8 guys score 8 or more points in a basketball game in the playoffs, that's a big recipe to win the game. So they did that while having 17 turnovers as a team. On the flip side of things, though, the Cavs had 20 turnovers as a team, and Donovan Mitchell, it's rough for him, and the Thompson twin is making it rough for him. I mean, 6 of 20 from the field last night, 18 points, 2 for 6 from 3. James Harden continues to turn the ball over like no other, and it's not a shot to him, but I mean, time and time again this postseason, we're seeing and we're hearing about and we're seeing tweets of Harden having more turnovers than field goals made. That's disgusting. Like, that's something I never even paid attention to. Like, somebody of James Harden caliber, who we all know and we all respect as a scorer of the basketball, as a playmaker, as a floor general, you cannot be going into NBA playoff games having more turnovers than field goals made. I'm sorry. You just can't be doing that. And he does it too consistently or been doing it too often for this Cavaliers team. Outside of that, man, I guess all I can say really the better team won last night, but we're going to go ahead and see what Tween got to say with the Pistons forcing Game 7 at home on their floor in Game 7, I'm saying.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Detroit's bench just really punched that group with D. Mitch and Mobley when they went to their unit. We talking about Sasser, who hasn't got minutes this entire series up until the blowout Game 5, or Game 4, I believe. So Sasser wasn't even in the rotation. JB liked what he did in them garbage time minutes. That's why I'm always the stay ready type nigga. Because if he didn't play good in those 2-3 garbage time minutes, we probably don't see him in this series. He gave them big contributions in that Game 6. And you got guys like Jenkins who's picking up full court. You guys got like even though Ron Hollins hasn't got the minutes, we know what type of player he is in these playoffs. And Bench, in my opinion, lost the game for them. D. Mish, he You got. I'm not gonna blame Demon just by himself. 6 to 20 is just unacceptable. James, yeah, the turnovers. We can harp on those all the time. Look through all 8 of them. I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But game 7, bro, respectfully, stop passing. This is not being a rock. When you're trying to thread the needle in a pick and roll with Mobley, and they got backside guys like Jenkins deflecting balls, and it just makes those like the Dean Wade when he slipped on the ball. They gave him a turnover when he was getting offensive rebound. They said he secured a rebound and the Spar got it. I didn't think that was a turnover, but they rewarded him the turnover for that. But this is like he got to cut those into 3 to 4. But yeah, I thought that bench unit with the Detroit won the game. Guys like Duncan Robertson, he came back from the back injury. He had a movement threes. Guys like who else? I said Jenkins, B-ball Paul. He was big in those minutes. I thought he was punishing Allen and Mobley inside. Nigga, he was getting and one layups. It was a trick shot. It stuck on the back rim for like 5 seconds, and then it bounced in. The ball went their way. I can't. There was a cut. D-Mitch had like a couple in and out threes. Same with Struz. Even guys like Dean Wade, he wasn't even looking at the rim. I think if I'm Kenny, I would play the starters, but throw in Max Struz with that 5 instead of Dean Wade. 40 minutes, bro. There was a stat floating around that Mobley and Allen only play 18% of their total minutes together. That's unacceptable. I get it. You want to stagger lineups and you want Allen with the 5 and you want Mobley with the 5. That Mobley with the 5 lineup, it hasn't been productive. Like the Mobley by himself,
Your mic went out. Oh,
you gotta play your starters all the minutes. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you can't keep staggering 3 guard lineups with Dean, Mitch, James, and the non-Harden minutes have been so disappointing. And you have to play Dennis Schroeder with D Mitch trying to get the ball because Asar is picking up full court, and you don't want to have that the what's it called, D Mitch picking up silly turnovers, just dribbling up court because Asar's picking up full. So it's like Kenny you gotta play your guards. You gotta play Harden and Demons 40+ minutes in a game 7 situation. Dennis Schroeder can't be that. He can't just be. Demons got to bring up the ball. You can't have this Dennis Schroeder lineup. This hasn't been productive. And Cade wasn't even good last night. It was just the others. Like, Cade was whatever. Like, I didn't really notice him. I mean, he hit a couple catch and shoot threes before the defense, but they were blitzing him in the pick and roll. They was making life hell for him. And I thought Dean Wade did a good job defensively. It was just securing the defensive rebound. You got to limit these guys to one shot. There was possessions where Detroit had 5 or 6 shots at goal. That's just unacceptable. Mobley and Allen got to secure these defensive rebounds. And if you have Dean Wade, I get it. He want to face guard
was good.
Cade. There's nobody in the backside. You got guys like Sasser crashing. You got guys like, what's it called? Jenkins crashing, LeVert crashing, even Duncan Robertson, who's 6'7". They're getting in their hands. You feel me? I mean, the bubbles can win their way, but that's just unacceptable if I'm Cleveland. Because, like, they didn't really put themselves in position to try to win the game. Like, nigga, there was lack of urgency from everybody, top to bottom. You niggas want to harp on 1 player, 2 players, 3. Bro, this is a team. They didn't have the will to win this game 6. There was a couple good possessions offensively, but they wasn't really in the right spots. You know what I mean? I don't want to yap too much, but this game 7, bro, this is a big game 7 for Kenny. And I don't know what they want to do with Mobley. I keep seeing Mobley trade reports. Like, they have to win this game 7, bro. This is a must win. It's not. I don't give a fuck about stats. I don't give a fuck about efficiency. I don't give a fuck about the free throw battle or any of that. It's about the win. It's not about nothing else. I don't give a fuck if Harden goes over 100.
Appreciate that
If
reset.
he gets the win, I'm happy. Same with Demons. I don't give a fuck about none of that. This not a game 6 where you like, I left with some. Like, no, you have to win this game 7, bro. I don't want to yap too much. You know what I mean? But Go ahead, brother.
You keep saying I don't want to yap too much. You've been yapping, which I do appreciate you.
No, because I'm
Even
adding context to the game. I'm X's and O's. I'm talking about the
nah,
coverages.
for
I'm
sure,
talking
nah,
about
for
the
sure.
lineups, all of that. Like it's bigger than just you know what I mean. It's not really yapping. It's detailed. I got a lot of details. You know.
Okay, I respect that and I appreciate that real shit. Fredo, definitely appreciate that resub as well. Twin, great breakdown of the game and speaking on the things that you saw in this, I would say, monsters victory for the Pistons last night, man. I mean, talk about a ball drop before I tap in with OG Lower West. Talk about a ball drop. I mean, game 6, home, your floor, your crowd, your environment, your courts, and you go out like that because you allow 48 bench points to Tween Point with the bench. You know, Duncan, Paul, Karras, and Sasser. I think that's 48 points. Yeah, that's 48 points. 48 bench points. Like, Tobias didn't even have a game offensively, y'all. Cade didn't even have a game offensively. And you lose that? Cleveland lose this series, they got to take a hard look in the mirror and think about how they want to proceed with their team. I'm going to hold off on that, though, because we don't have to talk about their outlook right now from an offseason perspective. We do got to talk about the Wolves, though. Low, OG, or West, the order don't matter. Do any of y'all brothers want to add some words on this game 6 right here?
I want to say a couple things right quick. Two things real quick. One, if you like Asur, you should see his brother. And then second, Tween, you can't
No,
be
no,
in.
no. I meant Thompson is not no Asar time.
I'm
Asar
not, I
is
just, that's
Asar
just
is the
what
best. Asar is
I
the best
don't know
defender
if
in these playoffs. Stop.
I was responding to him. I didn't know if he's seen his brother play because if he liked him, he would love his brother. But you talking about you don't care about efficiency and all that. I don't
Now that's like
mind.
game
Nigga.
one
Okay.
through
All right.
six.
Hold on.
I
Okay.
care
Let
about
me
it.
get it out.
Game
Let me
seven,
get
you
it
don't
out.
care about efficiency.
Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. So, and I don't have a problem with that approach because I don't really give a shit about all them efficiency numbers y'all throw out all the time anyway.
Wait,
But
before you continue, though, who you think the better defender between the two? But I shut up and I shut up.
between Asur and
Please
Amir,
don't
Yeah.
lie.
Twin, hold on, Twin.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't
Hold on,
ask me.
Twin.
You know how I feel about it. So, I
Okay.
mean, I don't.
I
Okay.
say it was no chance in hell he was ever going to say a score.
Okay.
OG. This be my
Twin, let him
prop.
go. Twin, let him
Nah, I
go.
don't
Twin,
want
let him
to
go. Twin, let him go
backpedal.
real quick. Let him go real
Well,
quick.
no funny though. Let him finish his take, cause that's at some point that's just gotta stop. Like that's a bad take.
It's two.
As far as a
We
better
have to
defender,
It's
kill
a
that.
let him
bad
finish
take,
his
nigga.
take.
It's my feelings, nigga. Fuck you mean it's a bad take?
It's not
It's just
true,
an
though. It's
emotional
not
Okay,
take.
true,
can I
though.
Ain't no
wait,
take, nigga.
hold on, cause
This ain't no
this
take. This ain't no
fine.
take, nigga. This how I feel, nigga. I watch every motherfucking game, nigga. I
Okay.
know, and I watch the still play
I
too.
want you to hear me say this though. It's no bad blood, bruh. Every time I say something about your basketball opinion, it is my opinion on your takes, which everybody up here gives their opinion on other people's takes. You do this thing where every time I say
You
something,
telling me what I need to stop? You telling me I need to
all right,
stop? I don't need to stop doing
go
nothing.
ahead. I'm gonna shut
Yeah,
up. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. Let him finish.
Tell me what I'm talking about. Something need to stop. What the fuck that mean, nigga? I don't need to stop doing nothing.
Okay, cool.
What makes you think? Nah, I don't want to go there. Right, you right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ev.
It's OG. It's on OG, y'all, not me. Go ahead, OG.
Man, go ahead and talk, bro. Go ahead.
All right, so basically, I think what he was trying to say is, like, he's saying, like, just me being me as the host.
Right, he's a man. You ain't got to mansplain shit to a man.
Bro,
He's
guys,
taking
well,
things personally every time because this has been an ongoing thing, and I tried to just explain it to him. It's not personal. He feel like, oh, it's disrespect. Okay, cool, bro. I didn't know we were like in a position where niggas had to walk on eggshells every time they say something. When I say it's gotta stop, I'm saying like it's a bad take. Asar's a better defender. It's not something that like is really up for debate to me, but it's an opinion. Just like you gave your opinion. I didn't say, dumbass nigga, stop fucking talking basketball. I didn't disrespect you and come at you sideways. I'm still keeping it hoops. I'm just saying I think that's a bad take and that should stop. I don't understand where the disrespect lies. You take shit so
You telling me
disrespectful.
I need to? You telling me I need to stop doing something?
And my tone wasn't even crazy.
You telling me I need to stop doing something? That to me, that
I'm saying
I'm
that
done
take.
with the basketball. I can say whatever I want to say. Ain't damn
Oh,
man gonna tell me
okay.
what I need to stop doing. So
Cool.
if you meant it like that, then whatever. But you telling me what I need to stop doing? Yeah, I'm gonna respond like that every time. Anytime a nigga tell me I need to stop doing
For
something,
sure,
I'm
bro.
gonna
For
tell a
sure.
nigga
Go
can't
with
tell
the
me
show,
what I
man.
need to stop doing.
Go on with the show. Go ahead. What's the next thing? That shit's so played, man. That
We're
shit
just talking
played.
about
hold on,
just
Twin.
looking
Hold
at
on, Twin.
Asar's
Just hold
deep.
on, bro. Hold
My bad.
on, bro. Just hold
My
on,
bad.
bro. Sometimes you gotta let some shit just Just smooth over real quick. All right. All right. So listen, got love for both of y'all brothers. He's just saying that like if y'all are on the stage together or y'all talking sports in the same room or the same community or whatever the case may be, he as a sports fan feel like he wanted to call out you saying that he's the better defender because you're a fan, the fandom in you, or just your real beliefs because like you said you watch every game. But you feel like, well, nigga, who are you to tell me what I gotta stop or what I could say, what I can't say? He wasn't saying it in a disrespectful way though. This got to stop was basically him saying like, nah, that's a bad take. Let me put an end to that. Let me stop that. That's all he was saying, OG. And you took it as, nigga, what you mean this gotta stop? Like, nigga, I don't gotta stop shit. Like, I can say what the fuck I want whenever I want to say it, but he wasn't even coming at you in that way. So I just want to make that very clear. He wasn't coming at it in that type of way right there. My brothers, both of y'all, I like hearing y'all talk basketball and football, and I do hope y'all can be on y'all can share the stage together like right now, and many more days going forward in the Fact and Stats community because everybody in here appreciate what y'all got to say. Niggas on TikTok can up about you, OG. Niggas on TikTok be like, yo, man, I can't wait to hear what the fuck OG got to say tomorrow about the Rockets or the Texans. So just a little fun.
If we gonna be on some man shit right quick, me and my man ain't never squared off with the last time me and him had a hard conversation.
Yo.
So for me, I'm still on that. So that's what my angle was.
Yeah,
at.
but see,
we ain't never smooth nothing over. We ain't never smooth nothing over. So
I told you my hold on, quick. I told you my boundaries. You told me yours, and we left it there. It's nothing else to smooth over. You like from my perspective, which I told you, you do this thing where because you are the old head, and I've given you respect, nigga. You got pictures of my child in your phone. I call you my uncle. That was fact. It's not some conjecture shit for people. Like this is something that happened. You do this thing where you have a threshold of what respect is to you, but you don't give it back when it's another nigga saying,
that's a motherfucking lie. That's a motherfucking lie. I give every nigga around here respect. I give everybody respect, bro.
Okay, OG. What happened was you sat in here and you called me a girl. You called me a girl and Tez. Me and Tez were in here. We were talking about the fucking Rockets, giving our takes. We were talking on stage. I remember it vividly. We were on stage, or I was on stage talking. Tez was in the chat. I was on stage talking. You weren't trying to let niggas finish. Obviously, you were riled up, and that's cool. It's all basketball. I said the Rockets were ass. I was going at like I was. The energy was there, but it was no disrespect towards you. I was only bashing the Rockets. Then Tez was in the chat. We were like, bro, he not taking accountability. I said something to Tez in the chat, and you were like, them niggas in the chat, girls. You said that. It was disrespectful. You started going somewhere. Ev came in, chimed in, said, yo, tried to hold it up. I said, nah, it's cool, because he'll hit my phone later and tell me it's all good. You didn't like that, and then from then on, it was a problem. But my nigga, you sat and called me a girl, and you talking about something you can't tell niggas what I hit you about on the side. That's personal business. Don't call me a fucking girl. Don't call me out my name. Cause I didn't take that angle.
We done said some harsher shit than girls in here. So don't get real soft about a nigga calling you a girl. And if you had a problem with me saying that, you could have told me on the low. You could have told me, hey bro, I don't appreciate when you call me that. You could have. That's the same way you just said. I got your number. You got mine too, and we were sharing communication. So if you didn't like something I said, nigga, you could have called me on the low and said that.
We spoke about it. The situation escalated because in that moment, while Ed was, because he thought it was about to go somewhere else, and I was like, no, it's cool, it's fine. I'm not tripping. Because I said, because he'll hit my phone later and tell me it's all good. So it's all love. You did not like that remark. You felt like I wasn't supposed to expose that. And then you sent it up over like to another place. We had another show, and it took more energy. It was more fuel to the fire. And I hit you on the side. Ev even created a group chat. We had a conversation. I told you how.
And you got disrespectful in that motherfucker. And you got disrespectful in that motherfucker. Yeah, you got. You know what? This conversation ain't for me, you, and a whole bunch of niggas on the internet. So if you want to talk, if we need to talk, we talk on the side. But in that little chat that Ev put together, you said some disrespectful shit in there. For real, straight up.
Yes, I called you old. Yes, I stand by my statement. It was all around how you respond as the 50-year-old. I think that 50-year-old shouldn't respond the way you respond.
Hold on.
But it is what it
We
is.
going no.
It's not a I'm not. Bro,
And
y'all
see what I'm
not
saying?
doing this
See,
with
and you
me.
see what I'm saying? That's that shit right
Bro,
there. You know what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
fucking hold
And just like I
fucking
told you,
I
and
don't
just
care.
like,
I'm telling you.
okay,
I'm telling you
all right.
where
I
I
know
am
you
where
don't
I'm
care,
at with it.
but just like I told you in the little group thing that Ed put together, nigga, I'm 50 and blessed, nigga. I'm not trying to walk
I
around
didn't
and
say
acting
you
like one of you
weren't.
niggas. I'm not trying to be 20 years old, nigga. I'm
Why am I
thoroughly
doing this hold
happy
you
about
accountable,
being
nigga?
50 plus,
I
nigga.
can't hold you accountable apparently. Anybody else can, but I can't.
Nigga, anybody,
If
if
you
you
hold
know
me
me,
accountable and
All
if
I
right,
you
hold you
know
Shy.
me
All
for
right,
accountable,
real,
Shy.
if
So
you know me
you
for
hold me
real,
accountable.
any nigga,
Bro, it's no
any
sour grapes. My pinky don't
anybody
be
that
wild.
know me, let me just say this because you be trying to say that shit and be slick about it. Anybody that know
All right,
me, anybody knows they can hold me accountable, nigga. I'll fall on the sword. If I'm wrong about something, nigga, I'll fall on the sword. Tell a nigga, hey, yeah, that's on me, bruh. That's on me. I apologize about that. I'm a grown ass. I have no issue doing that with a nigga I like and a nigga with is the same with a nigga I don't like. Anytime, nigga, I'll fall on the sword if I'm wrong. So all that shit about I can't be held accountable, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
yeah,
Anybody
I
can
said
hold me
for me.
accountable, nigga.
I said for me.
A nigga
I
at the store
specified
begging
me.
for money can hold me accountable. Anybody can hold me accountable.
I
I'm humble enough to do
specified for
that.
me. But I hear you. Go ahead with the show,
Yeah,
bro.
so y'all go ahead and
We had the
y'all go
conversation.
yeah.
It's not moving.
Y'all go ahead and have that convo on the side, like later on today or another day or something or another time. I did want to give y'all the floor real quick to get that off y'all chest because I do feel like what OG just said, a lot of his feelings or yeah, feelings I would just say towards you stems from the last thing y'all had. So whenever y'all hash out that, like I said, we all and I even that's why I went out my way. Y'all supposed I can speak on it, but that's why I went out my way that very day and said, "Yo, group chat, like what the fuck going on? Like y'all niggas da 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 da." Once y'all continued on, I said, "Okay, fuck it." So now I'm just telling y'all, like, y'all talking your own time, bro. If y'all don't choose to talk to each other, that's totally fine, bro. Y'all both are two grown men. So I'll go ahead and proceed.
I'm
But
gonna say it one more time, and I said it before, but I'm gonna say this. You can go and get on with the sports shit. Say, look here, man. I don't walk around here like because I'm 50 years old that nigga can't hold me accountable. Nigga, and if I say something to a nigga, if I cuss you out, nigga, you could very well cuss me out, nigga. If I hit you, I expect to get hit back, nigga. That's how I roll. I don't walk around there telling me, well, I can say what the fuck I want to say to any one of these young niggas, and they can't say shit back because I'm older, nigga. That's some fuck shit. And that's some fuck nigga shit. And I ain't no fuck nigga. I never do no hoe ass shit like that. I don't walk around there talking about, yeah, I can say this to you, but you can't say nothing to me, nigga, because I'm the elder statesman. Fuck out of here with that, bro. That ain't my MO on any level. Real life, internet, none of that shit. Nigga, what you see is what you get. If I come at a nigga's like, I teach my motherfucking sons like when they was growing up, nigga, if you hit somebody, expect to get hit back. So if I say something to somebody, I expect a nigga to cuss me out. It ain't got shit to do, nigga. I'm old. If I cuss you, how the fuck I'm gonna look like running saying, yeah, but don't say nothing back, nigga, cause I'm 50 now. You gotta respect me. Nigga, that's some hoe ass shit. I never do no shit like that. So don't put that in the air talking about I'm the type of nigga walk around and think I can say something to one
Bro,
nigga
it's what
and a nigga
happened,
can say
bro.
something
Like,
to me.
but
I don't
it's
roll
all
like
right.
that,
It's
bro.
respect. Again, like I said, you got pictures of my son in your phone, nigga. It is what it is. Like I'm never.
Yeah,
I've
nigga,
never
and
gone
we've
to the
shared some
place.
personal shit both ways.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
nigga. I didn't say we
So,
didn't. I'm saying it's at a place with me where I've never taken it, but so far I ain't never said fuck you. I ain't never been on that time. I said you were old. You felt like that was disrespectful, and that's fine. It can like that's disrespectful. I'm not stepping off of that though. It wasn't nigga. You washed up. It was your age and the way you respond to shit doesn't correlate to me. That was my opinion. You disagree. You think it's
OG said
disrespectful. Okay,
something.
cool.
OG just said
We
something.
move.
West just said something back, bro. Y'all go ahead and talk on the side about that now. I just want to give you the opportunity to respond back to what he just said. OG also wanted to have the opportunity to clear the air on him with everything he just said. So shout out to y'all, bro, at the end of the day. And hopefully y'all talk. All right, y'all. Like I said, still good morning, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and continue to dive into this Cavs and Pistons game. Byron, welcome to the stage. Process, welcome to the stage. You got anything to say about Game 6 process?
The Cavs suck. I can't believe they lost that game, and they might end up winning Game 7. But after that loss, like I don't know, they might fuck around and lose. Like they let B-ball Paul fucking beat them. That's insane. And like people shit on the Pistons a lot, like and the coach and all that shit. But he went with Paul Reed, and Duran hasn't had it, and their bench held up for them. Like Duncan Robinson and Paul Reed helped them out a lot yesterday. I'd say they're the reason they won the game. And the Cavs are just too inconsistent to win anything. Like even if even if they do get to the next round, they're gonna get smacked the fuck up by the Knicks. And maybe the Pistons too, because the Knicks are just on a different level right now. But at least the Pistons have like a little bit more fight in them and play defense. And in my opinion, they're just a better, well-rounded team than the Cavs. But they got some dumb players too that fucking take days off. I feel like. But I think Game 7 is going to be a great matchup. I hope we have like a battle between Cade and D. Mitch, and we see some good hoops because Cade, he's inconsistent as well. But I don't know, bro. The Cavs are just, I don't know. They're like soft to me. I don't like that team at all. But I'm not a fan of D. Mitch and Mobley, and obviously fuck James Harden. But like Jared Allen's been like their best, most consistent player. I feel like doing what he does in this series, and they kind of like go away from him.
Nah, he has been though.
Yeah, and like that's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because he's still a good player, but like when you have guys like Harden, Mobley, and D. Mitch, like them guys.
The first two games really fucked up hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside, I mean, game 2, that fourth quarter, it was straight, but like Allen, because it's the minutes for me that be throwing me off. Like Allen's supposed to be a 40-minute nigga, bro. He can't keep playing these 28 to 31.
Who's supposed to be that?
Allen's supposed to close games, second quarters. He's supposed to get at least 8. Let that shit total out. Like he be sitting for damn near whole quarters.
Yeah, and D. Mitch is just like very inconsistent. Like that's why I always don't like I don't not like him. Obviously he's a great player. I just feel like he's very inconsistent. In this playoffs he's been very inconsistent, and then he has them games where he goes off and is clearly the best player on the court, but then to me he just like he disappears a lot in moments, and he doesn't play a lick of defense, so when he's disappearing offensively, he's like a fucking zero. And that's what happened yesterday. Like even like Cade had a bad game. Well, like not a bad game, but like he kind of was like, in the first quarter he was pretty good, and then he kind of started to play bad, and his turnovers went up and shit like that. But like, I don't know. I feel like he brings more to the game than just like his scoring. So I feel like that's why he's still impactful even when he's not efficient and not scoring. But yesterday and Durant, he played well yesterday in my opinion, considering how he's been playing all series. But Paul Reed was a monster in 16 minutes, having 17 points and being efficient. It's a big deal. So their bench really won them that game. Like Sather, even his 18 minutes in the game, he helped. LeVert, he wasn't great, but he helped. Like they were all. Sather was a plus 27 off the bench, so it's like it was a good game defensively from the Pistons, and that's why I think they're in the series, and that's why I think they can win the series because their defense is so good. But we'll see what happens.
That's the bet. Appreciate you, brother. Tone, I'm assuming you up. Tone, I'm assuming you up here to hold on, OG. I'm assuming you up here to speak. So I'm taking you off server mute. And just feel free to chime in whenever you want. You gotta mute yourself in the meanwhile, though, bro. All right, bet. All right, what's up, OG?
I was gonna just tell Process just cause the Knicks made y'all sorry ass look like that don't mean they gonna do everybody else like that. Y'all just sorry. They rolling, but you niggas
Nah,
just
bro.
sorry.
They since that game 6 or game 5 against Atlanta, bro. It's not even like the Sixers were like. Obviously, they're the better team, the Knicks, and the Sixers didn't have it in that series. I think they exerted a lot of energy in that Celtics series, and they just didn't have it going, and nobody was really playing up to par. But dude, even if the Sixers played to their like potential, the Knicks still would have probably beaten us in 5 games, bro. Like, how do you stop people from shooting like that? Like, I don't know if like I don't think the Cavs have the defense to hold up against the Knicks. Maybe the Pistons might, but bro, they are shooting at an insane clip right now. Like everybody on the team. So it's like even the bench guys come in and they're just lighting it up. So I don't know if they're gonna keep that going, and maybe the Pistons have that defense to kind of neutralize it, but they're just playing at a different level right now. I know we didn't look good, but like I don't think anyone's going to beat them if they play to that potential in the East.
So are you in line with me that Cleveland and the Pistons is pretty much over, and the Pistons gonna win Game 7?
Yeah, I think the Pistons win.
Okay, and why you think
but they need to have? But Cade can't like disappear and get a lot of turnovers. And if D Mitch gets it going and he has the game like he had game 4, I think, when he had dropped 30-something points or whatever game that was, or games, I forget which one, when he went off, they're going to have a hard time if they don't have anything going. But they might have found something off the bench with Paul Reed, helping them out. And, yeah, it's crazy. And Mobley's going to have to step up, and D Mitch's going to have to step up, and Harden's going to have to step up. And if they don't, they're probably going to lose.
All right, Z Blaze, I see a message on YouTube. Zach, welcome to the stage, brother. We're going to go ahead and see what Wes and Byron, if they want to add anything to this Game 6 and share their early thoughts on Game 7. If not, we're going to go ahead and keep it going. You ain't got to share no Game 7 thoughts. My bad. I forgot I'm doing the show tomorrow, too, most likely. So,
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, let me know if that fan in the background loud. But yeah, you know your screen not showing?
Oh, no more. My bad. It was at first.
Yeah,
Or
no.
it probably never was.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. But nah, man, this game is funny because I was arguing with Tween because Tween was doing this typical caping for James Harden last night in here. But I said the backcourt as a whole, and I really still want to put more emphasis on D Mitch. He just got to be better at the end of the day. When it comes down to this team, everything about this team from an offensive standpoint, it's gonna start with D Mitch to a lesser degree Harden. And they just got to be better. I mean, I know the task ain't easy, going up against the type of defenders Detroit got against guards. I know the task not easy, but at the end of the day, that's what you're gonna have to do to beat this team. It starts with them. I'm not trying to hear everybody for whatever reason love bringing up Evan Mobley. Not saying everybody, but a lot of people love bringing up Evan Mobley name or bro. It starts with the backcourt. The backcourt just have to be more consistent. You already spoke about it at the top of the show or the top of the game talking. James Harden just can't have more turnovers than field goals. You can't do that. Not against this Detroit team. You helping already offensively, in my opinion, a bad offensive team. You helping them out when you do that, and that's just something you can't do. That you can't help them out offensively by playing that type of basketball and turning the ball over. So, D mentioned James Harden just got to be better. That's why I'm putting the onus on for real. I did have the Cavs in 7, and it's crazy because if I was a better, I would have probably had the series playing out exactly like this. I don't think our Cavs are obviously gonna have to win, probably multiple games on the road. At least one, obviously, but I didn't have them winning yesterday. I don't think the Cavs mentally tough enough or consistent enough to pull out a game 6 at home when the pressure really on you. The pressure is on you to close out that game at home, and I don't think they was mentally built to do it. So I had them losing yesterday, but I will say coming into Game 7, which you say you're gonna do that tomorrow.
But you could say it right now, though, if you want. But yeah.
James, I got Cavs winning in 7 because I just think offense they just gonna unload they're gonna unload the clip, bro. At the end of the day, will Detroit come out and probably play even harder at home? Yeah, cool, but I feel like Cavs have got too much offensive firepower, and they'll come and play Game 7. They just don't unleash the clip offensively on them. That's how Game 7 playing out. But I don't agree with Goose saying that Jared Allen been the most consistent player. I will say this one, in my opinion, all around has been Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley been insane defensively for most of the series.
You said who's been the most consistent? My thing here, your mic went low.
Mobley.
Okay.
Mobley's been the most consistent player all around in the series, in my opinion. And that's just that's mainly due to his versatility defensively too. Shout out Allen, but he can't do certain things that Mobley can do in terms of moving his feet on the perimeter and stuff like that, and still giving rim protection. So, and he still provide a little bit offensively, not what people want, but he still provides something offensively. So yeah, I say Mobley been the most consistent player, and with D Mitch obviously having the highest high in that what was that game 4, 5?
Yeah.
Four.
4. So
But they
yeah, man,
did switch
I
my bad,
got
go ahead.
Cavs closing. No, that's it. That's it, Twin. I was about to say I got Cavs closing and winning the Game 7. It's gonna be a
I was
dog
gonna
fight, but I
say
just got them unleashing the
Wait,
clip.
hold on to it. Were you about to say
I was
something?
going to chime in a little bit. They did switch up their offensive scheme where they had He's saying inverted pick and Mobley to go downhill. They made Kenny Atkinson made a concerted effort because they've been the way they've been blitzing the pick and roll with James. James is the screener and Mobley's going downhill. That's done a lot. That's why he's been more.
You going in and
But
out?
go ahead.
Yeah,
You going in and out a little bit, Twin. Say that one more time.
Oh, I was basically chiming in on what Kenny Atkinson was doing, the involvement with Mobley when they've been blitzing the pick and roll. Now James is setting back screens for Mobley so he can get that Jenkins or the Sasser
Oh yeah,
matchup so he can drive. Yeah.
yeah,
So his offensive progression is in that playmaking leap in that 4-and-3, hitting Allen, hitting Demus to the corner. He made a couple sloppy reads, but his offensive progression definitely took an uptick.
yeah, yeah. I peeped that.
All right, we're gonna get like one or two more comments, y'all. Then we're gonna get to the main series. I will say. So I'm just gonna see if Zach or Wes got anything to add. And if not, we'll go ahead and move.
I only came for the little Spurs shit. I got 30 minutes, so
I bet.
come on.
What's up, man, Zach?
Oh shit, my fault.
Anything right here?
Yeah, I think Byron made some good points and Tween made some good points. I was just gonna I'm pretty much the same shit, bro. The Cavs D Mitch has to play better. I think Mobley all around has been the best player of the series. He's played really good. Harden's had some lows, but he hasn't been as bad as D Mitch. I think the media is the niggas don't care about D Mitch like that, so they just put the blame on Harden. But yeah, I think I got Cavs winning Game 7. It's just the fact that if Detroit can win games with what I'm saying, Cade didn't really have a great game yesterday. Like he played all right, but like if they could still manage to win games like that, it's not good for basketball. But shout out Asar. I think no one here spoke on him yet. It's been really good this series. Clearly their second best player. Him and Paul Reed have shown up, especially offensively too, not just the defense shit. We all know Asar, like what, it's a top 10 wing defender in the league, bro. Offensively, he was great too yesterday, making good cuts. You know what I'm saying? Making good reads in the basket, especially when he had the ball in his hands. Just being impactful. So yeah, I'd say Cavs win Game 7. Same shit. It is probably the offense is just too much for him, bro. But you know what I'm saying? But it was a good series.
Yeah, I do like what Byron said when it came to them not being a team with that pressure to basically stump on a team. But when it's in reverse, where it's a Game 7 and Detroit gotta win it, their home floor, maybe Cleveland will come more prepared and more ready to make a statement. If that makes not a statement, but more prepared and more ready to probably come out victorious. I do like what Byron said in a sense. In that. We're gonna go ahead and move now, y'all. We had a Game 6 last night. Highlight, appreciate the resub, brother. Appreciate you.
Let's go.
Y'all, by the way, y'all do not forget, y'all. If you were a sub on Twitch and you want to avoid seeing ads, do not forget to sub through Amazon Prime, y'all. And or don't forget to become a member on YouTube if you're not a member on YouTube. I didn't even promote that today. But y'all can still extend y'all support for the platform because Fact and Stats is not going anywhere. Yeah, my schedule shifted and things like that. Yeah, I moved into a new place and yeah, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But I'm still Fact and Stats is not going to go anywhere. Like I said, I would know my schedule this week, and then that will make me be either working Sunday through Wednesday or Wednesday through Saturday. So I'm working Sunday through Wednesday, y'all. I'm going to do a show Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If I'm doing Wednesday through Saturday, I'm going to do a show Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's a tough pickle right now because I want my Sundays, but then I'd rather work Sunday through Wednesday. But then, I don't know. It's a tough pickle right now. So I will know what I'm going to be doing this week coming up. And then when I do know, then you will see shows at least 2 times throughout the week on weekdays. And then it'll be a Sunday or a Saturday show. Saturdays will probably be optional at that point because I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 of them days, Heaven Sin or Jordan Woods or West or something's going to be doing a space. So, which I can still be present to. Present in when it comes to listening and or talking, because a lot of flexibility at my job that I would say. Yes, that's the update, y'all. So it'll be Thursday and Friday or Monday and Tuesday with Saturday and Sunday like up in the air when it comes to like hot things to talk about or big things to talk about. I definitely don't mind hosting on either one of them days. Like I'm right here on a Saturday, 70 degrees outside, beautiful day. I'm right here putting in some time and giving y'all a show. I do got a haircut in an hour and a half. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this Wolves Spurs series for the next 30 to 60 minutes and then do a quick dive in on the WNBA for the last 15, 20 of the show. And I'm going to head out. Game 6, man. I mean, talk about a beatdown, first and foremost. Like I mean, when you, and that's what I mean right there. Like this is to Byron's point, by the way. The Cavs not going to look at Detroit in this game 6 on their home floor. As crazy as it may sound, but it makes sense. The Cavs not going to look at Detroit on their home floor in game 6 and be the team that like, you know what, man, we back home, we about to beat the shit out of them. Granted, I had the Cavs winning yesterday, but again, I'm agreeing with Byron. I see his line of thinking. The Spurs, on the other hand, though, they the type of team that are going Minnesota. They the type of team that are playing San Antonio and have the goal to beat the shit out of you because they have guys on that team with that mindset or cut from a certain type of cloth, in my opinion. Wemby, Castle, Harper, and I want to say my guy Fox in a sense. Not all the way though. Fox not cut like Harper and Castle. I want to make that very clear. I don't think Fox is cut like them. I hope y'all know what I mean when I'm saying that. But Fox got some dog to him though. And Fox started off this game really good yesterday. More so Castle though. I think Castle had like 14 or 15 in the first quarter. Y'all just top of my head. I think he had like 14 or 15 in the first quarter. So you see the type of time that he's about to be on throughout this game. And that finished out with a 32-point game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, they have the two most obvious star guards we done probably seen form in a backcourt together as young players. Like, I don't even think either one of them is in year 4. And it's clear as day that they're going to be star guards in NBA. Like, yeah, Castle's in year 2, bro. Harper's in year 1. And it is so clear, to me at least, that they're going to be star guards in the NBA. Not saying superstars or anything like that, but both of those guys are going to be two-way guards. Both of them get downhill like no other. I tweeted last night, they play like grown men. Both of them can play make, and both of them rebound the ball well. In Castle's draft, he's my favorite player going into that draft. In Harper's draft, he's my favorite player going into his draft this past season. And it's just a blessing that the Spurs got both of them to pair up with Wemby for the foreseeable future. You ought to think there's going to be a couple of championships coming in San Antonio way. If not a couple, definitely one. I did have them going to the finals next season. I did not have them going to the finals this season. I cannot wait to share my thoughts on this series coming up, but I'll hold off on that and keep it at last night's game. Like I was saying, man, a 32-point double-double for Castle last night. In Game 5, another, I think a 17-20, whatever it was, double-double for Harper. And then Fox came to play, in this game. And they needed every bit of his 21 points and 9 assists, with even adding 2 blocks to that. And then Wemby was just Wemby, man. I mean, when you playing with guards like you're playing with, or you playing on a team that you're playing for, with players like this, man, it can be games like this where you don't have to go off of 35 points. I think he had in a game this series, or 25 points or 30 points. And you can see, you know what, Castle got it tonight. You know what, Harper got it tonight. You know what, Fox got it tonight. You know what, Champagnie knocking down his threes tonight. Vassell knocking down his outside shots tonight. The defense, that's my biggest takeaway from the game last night. It was the defense. The defense was on the string. They were switching everything, and they was rotating like no other. And I think throughout this series, all 6 games to me, literally all 6, San Antonio was a better offensive team and defensive team in this series. And I truly do think that the Wolves snuck one in Game 1 because the Spurs had some time off, man. And they had a big, like 5 to 7 days off going into that Game 1. And Wolves are the type of team that's going to come in there with that mindset to steal that Game 1 on the road. They've done that in a lot of their series in the past, whether they were at home or the road. I think most of them, more so the road when it came to the, I don't want to talk off the top of my head, it'd be wrong, so I'm going to just hold off on that. But the Wolves are that type of team. The Spurs, though, I mean, this is going to be fun, man. I'm so ready to talk about Spurs OKC, but I didn't think the Wolves were on their level. I say this in the spaces. I know my brother, Wes, felt like the Wolves competed with the Spurs. To me, it wasn't really like a competitive series. Because when I look at a series and I think like one team is just clear-cut better, one team is just clear-cut operating better offensively, one team is clear-cut operating better defensively, one player is impacting the game like no other offensively and defensively. Granted, Ant was obviously hobbled as well, though. One team has numerous options at the guard when it comes to initiating offense and or getting downhill. Like, the Spurs had all the things that the Minnesota wished they had, right? The loss of Dante was obviously big, but one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing, was Julius Randle. Like Kentucky guys, so I don't really speak on them in a negative way, because I truly do like all Kentucky players. I don't want to be joking when I be saying that. But this was literally by far one of the worst playoff series from a quote-unquote number 2 option I ever laid my eyes on. Definitely his worst playoff series of his career. He shot 34% from the field, 19% from three, averaged 13 points per game, and also had 3 turnovers in this game. And through 6 games, Randall had quick math 10, 16, 18 turnovers. He had 18 turnovers, quick math 12, 15, 20, 26, 27. 18 turnovers and made 27 field goals in 6 games. That's insane. Like Bear to me, my Kentucky guy in the chat just said, we were very close to having completely different discussions if Champagny hits that 3 in game 1. They were close to gentlemen sweeping the Wolves, LOL. 100%. 100%. So, I mean, I'm open to hear all sides of the party. Again, my
And you
stance,
talking about gentleman sweeping? That's including the 1B injection.
not fact. I'm, I'm
Bro,
open. Hold on. There you
he
go.
should have
There you
been
go. There you go. There
suspended.
you go. One person say something, then like, hold on, gang.
He should have been
Hold on,
suspended.
gang. Hold on, bro. You're gonna have opportunity to speak too, bro. All I'm saying though, my stance is, at the end of the day, now why everybody's gonna chime in. Just want to make this very clear. The series was not a competitive series to me, at least because I truly didn't think they really competed with them. I think Lowe said something amazing in the chat that we're in earlier, which I'm gonna just let him share on the record. But like it's hard for me to count the game where Wemby got thrown out because we don't know what that game could have turned up or ended up being. Probably a Spurs win, probably a Minnesota win. But Ant did go have an amazing fourth quarter in that game. I want to make that very clear. So to lead them to victory. Now, if Wemby was on the court where that had happened, we don't know. I personally don't think so. But Wemby deserved to get thrown out the game. Obviously, made a stupid decision. Young player making young mistakes in his first playoff series. Got riled up, and yeah. So it is what it is. That's what comes with it. At the end of the day, but Spurs is a special
You had
team.
to set the tone, big bro.
Spurs is. I didn't. What you say? I want to make her.
I said we had to set the tone. Like they
Okay.
started actually calling niggas pushing him and all that shit after he elbowed that nigga.
They
Like it
did.
really started
Yeah,
reffing
they
different.
really. Nah, that's one.
Bro,
Goddamn, tween. I know when one person chime in and I like let it go. Like that don't mean you got to come in on the back end too. Like, oh, let me try to get hold on, tween.
not
I ain't even trying to pick. Like, I ain't trying to be like. Maybe you be the first person that squeeze in, then I'll let it go too. You know what I'm saying? Like you be waiting for somebody else to squeeze in. You
you're right,
like,
you're right. It makes sense when I think about it.
yeah,
You're not
like
lying.
you be the first person I'll let it rock too, gang. I promise you I would. But I'll shut up real quick though. I mean, I do want to hear what y'all got to say about this series. We got like 30, 45 minutes to talk about it. That's 100% a fact. After that throwout thing, and Brett, I think game 5 and 6, Wemby was refereed way differently. Rightfully so though,
Yeah,
because he big as hell. He wasn't actually getting fouled and pushed around and shit like that. So
bro, the first 2 games they was elbowing a nigga every time they was trying to get a rebound. Every board they was hitting that nigga. They started roughing that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, Ev, niggas need to. I ain't gonna lie. Well, not let me not say that, but. Sometimes with like I get it is some like kind of dumb shit to do, but I ain't gonna lie, he had to set the tone. It really did change how they refed him in that series.
yeah,
And if we got an elbow
you can
chat,
continue to
fuck
chime
him.
in on you can continue to chime in on the series in game 6 too. By the way,
Game 6 is when I mean I know you ain't supposed to add, but it went exactly how I said it was gonna go. Them niggas didn't deserve to be on this court, especially no healthy end. Them niggas don't deserve to be on the court. Um, yeah, 30 ball. Castle's good. I know my twin brothers. They're twins, not me. They don't have any fear in the world. Apparently Castle's just gonna miss the threes he's been killing them niggas with all year. But we'll talk about that series when we get there. Like realistically though, Ev, I I think it was supposed to be 5. I really do give them game 1 because they did set the tempo. Like game 1 week off, they set the tempo, throwing niggas around and shit. That's how you set a tempo, especially with a nigga week off, especially a young team too. And they definitely had a chance to still win that game, but yeah, like at every point, Ev, I watched the series and Wemby was on the floor. The shit didn't look close to me. Like, yeah, you win Wemby been is cool. Like, congrats. Shout out Nas too. He was tipping these niggas
that's
up like
funny.
from his shit being 30 in the first half.
That's literally low stance. By the way, like the word for word. But yeah.
Like he was keep no like Ev, like it's multiple games this series. Them niggas was about to go down 30, and then Nas started hitting some crazy shit. So shout out Nas. I know Tween was a hater of Nas Reed last year. Shout out Nas. Shout out Fox too, Ev. I'm very hard on Fox. He came out this game like what an older player on this young team is supposed to do. Set the tempo and get to cooking these niggas, and that's what he came out and was doing before the injury.
Yep. Yep. That is true. He got to 18 points per game in the series. Had a bad game 1. Obviously, Fox, Wemby, and Castle.
Without game one, he averaged a dub.
Yeah, yeah.
How many shots with that dub though? Like, is it an 18 shot dub? That's like, is that moving you really?
Uh,
Oh, efficiency again. Okay.
Twin, before
I
you go
mean,
though, Twin,
you
before you
got.
go, I'm gonna give you the floor for sure
Oh,
too.
go
But
ahead,
I
my
do
bad.
know West has
Well,
like 15,
I'm
20.
I'm gonna land right here though, West. Not West. Ev. Wemby a really good player. It's one thing I am concerned about though that I kept seeing in the series multiple times. Nigga on a fast break, pass that big ass nigga the ball, bro. Like Champagne, you can shoot. Vassell, you can shoot. That shit is cool and all, but like pass that on transition, niggas be 3-on-1 pulling threes. Pass that 7-7 nigga the ball. That's the only thing I was.
I get what you
I,
saying, nigga, but you ain't saying that when they chop that motherfucker and the
yeah, but
whole building go crazy.
I'm also saying that when nigga like Champagne is also like not hitting, and we got a free 2 points by just throwing it up to the biggest nigga on the court.
Wait, what's your argument? What did you just say? I'm missing it. What did you just say?
They like a lot of times in transition, niggas was pulling up like weird threes when like you could literally get a free two, and
Oh,
they
you
was
talking
missing
about the
them shit,
Spurs?
Yeah,
especially
I ain't gonna hold
Champagne.
it. They be chopping up threes and transition a lot, but at the
But I
same
think it,
time, it's like you don't say when that motherfucker fall in the building and the crowd collapse on the other team head, nigga. That's you ain't saying that.
Nah, but
I
Lord,
think they do a
I
good
do think
balance though.
they
Yeah, I
need
do
to
think they
hit
do a
him
good
more in
balance.
transition.
I think they do a
I
good
I
think they
think
need
balance.
to hit him more in
I'm with
transition.
you. I feel you though. Like but you know what? You know how I go. But they say Steph Curry won basketball, bro. Niggas shoot threes in transition now, bro.
But they
I
don't
think they
take
do a
no.
good balance, though. I
Yeah,
think it's a good balance because I think you have to do that just to keep the defense on. The more you
exactly.
do that, even if you miss it sometimes, now you still freeing him up. The same way you encourage a big man to keep running the court, even if you don't get the ball, you still sucking the defense in and you creating a wide open three, and it goes vice versa. So I think they do a good balance. I don't think it's to the point to where they just miss him, consistently and they passing up really good opportunities. I think it's a good balance, and I think they have to do that sometimes just to keep the defense honest.
Yep.
And
But
OG, and that may be where like we disagree. I don't think it's a good balance, and that's really where I'm at. Like
No, it
sometimes,
is a
especially
good
in
balance, bro.
transition.
You talking like you want them to give it to him every single fucking time. That's literally how you
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't
talking.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I be watching it, and I feel like they don't give him the ball enough. Is that crazy to
Nah, they
say?
give him the ball
Nah,
way.
I think
They
you
do.
you
They
are passing it though, but they ain't chopping up that many transition threes.
Man, bro,
Yeah.
this is but Wemby gets lobs from
That nigga
Harper,
Champagne
Fox,
did that
and
shit a lot,
Castle.
bro.
Their offense is literally pick and roll, and if that back man don't drop in the corner or somebody don't show down from the wing, Wemby's going to have a lob because you gotta try to contain.
No, she's talking about transition,
I know, I
bro.
know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know, I
not
know, I know,
talking
I
just.
know. But I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
I was just talking in general because they did a decent job of getting him the ball, running the offense and getting good shots. In transition, it was really Champagne doing this shit through the series. To be fair, where I'm saying this nigga pull 3-on-1s where you got Wemby and a guard underneath and missing that bitch. That shit was irritating me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
man, like Lo said, bro, you ain't saying that when the shot fall, bro. They have a good balance of 3-point shot making and also feeding Wemby in the interior. Or even better yet, bro, their best offense in transition is not even Wemby finishing. It's Harper and
That's
Castle.
right.
Yeah, it's Harper and Castle. Bro, when Harper gets the ball in transition, that's an easy 2 points. Like that's like the freest 2 points I ever seen. Like
That
easy.
nigga's a grown. That nigga's one of them rookie guards. That's a grown ass man.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie. He be bumping the shit out of
And
niggas.
I think what I said, did what I say just sound crazy? Did that sound crazy? Like Wemby in the Spurs in transition? Nah, I'm standing on that, bro. Like I like Harper in transition. Like granted, Wemby 7'6", he can finish over anybody, but like Harper can just like go, like he just get it and just go. If it's 1-on-1,
Nah,
like it's just a bucket.
I think that's also the case for it is the case for Harper for sure, but I think it's more so the case for Castle, nigga. When
Not
Castle get the
Castle,
ball
no. No,
and
you
he
want
run,
Harper in
nigga, he's going straight
transition.
at the rim, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Castle
no, no,
trying to
no,
go
no.
much
You
more
want
than that.
Harper. You
Castle
want
and
Harper
He's
Harper.
live ball.
strong,
Yeah, Castle
super
and
strong.
Real shit.
Castle, you want him downhill creation. You don't want him downhill finishing because he likes to do a lot of delayed euros. He likes you feel me? He's a finesse like driver. He's not nigga. He could bang on you for sure. Like I'm not saying he can't bang, but he's more like methodical when it comes to low, like you feel me, on the floor movement. Like he's very skilled. Harper, nigga, Harper is going up strong left every time. It's two
I
different
think
type of
Hold on,
finishers.
hold on.
I
Before we get lost. My bad, Randy. My bad, Randy. My bad. I appreciate you pulling up too. D-Mac, you too. Joe, you too. But I was about to circle to West, y'all. I know he's on a mini time crunch, I believe. So before you get your shut off early, which I cannot wait to hear, brother, you deserve it too. what you got to say about the series? Because a lot of us up here got some pushback for you, brother. So hold that. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. Put that feet to the fire.
There's no pushback. I don't
Yeah, all right.
understand what the pushback could be. I picked the Spurs. I said through the first 4 games, after Game 4, like before Game 5, had taken place, that Minnesota was competitive, and writing the series off, I thought was silly. But the Spurs came out and they kicked their ass. So salute, and salute to the people who said, "Yo, I
By
think the Spurs
30.
are gonna kick." Go ahead, say what you got to say. I'm missing something.
Nah, he cut
It
out.
was an accident. I was talking in the background. It was an accident. You good?
Oh, okay. So yeah, well, yeah. Salute to the people who picked the Spurs to destroy them the next 2 games, and people who were like, "Yo, it's not close." Despite how quote unquote competitive the series was through the first 4 games, and 3 of the first 4 games, I'll say, San Antonio is the much better team, and they're gonna get with them in these next 2, and you will see. Salute to those people. Good takes. Again, I picked the Spurs to win the series, so it's not like I was like I don't feel like I have anything to answer to. I didn't say Minnesota was going to beat them. I just said Minnesota was competitive through the first 4, or 3 of the first 4, and I thought it was an overreaction. And I guess it wasn't an overreaction. They beat their ass the next 2 games. So salute to the Spurs. We're excited that this is the matchup. We're excited to see them, and we are looking forward to some
Win the
straight.
first game, Wes. You know when the first game is?
Nah, I don't.
Early, you
I'm
got anything?
sure. I'm sure it'll be.
It's Monday.
It's
Which
Monday
one
at
call it
eight
a
thirty.
Sunday? Yeah, because the Game 7 is Sunday. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, go ahead.
Early, you
Anybody
got
who has
anything you want to say back to that or to Wes or anything?
Hey,
you shouldn't be
hey,
asking
listen,
anybody else.
Andy.
You should say something back.
Oh
Weren't you
yeah, I
the
mean,
one in the chat who said, "Oh,
so how you
I
feel
got
about
smoke"?
so how you feel
All
about
right,
this? How
cool.
you
We
feel about
got
this?
7 minutes.
All right, how
Come
you feel
on.
about this? You feel like you said your words word for word. I feel like 3 out of the first 4 games it was competitive, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now my stance when I said about 10 minutes ago, to me, and I was one of the ones where I felt like they were going to show them that because another thing you said, you feel like Minnesota like they at least belong on the court with them because it was competitive to you in some of those games that I just listed. And I was like, bro, like, nah, that's not the case. Like, one team is the clear cut better team, and we are going to see that. Now, you just said if you're on that side, cool. So I'm just going to focus on the first 3 and 4 now. 3 out of the 4, I'm sorry. How do you feel about someone where my stance is basically like, man, like, if you are looking better than a team offense, but they played 6 games. I don't think I can count one game where Minnesota like the better offensive and defensive team throughout this whole entire 6 games. So if you are, I don't think I can count one game, even with them winning
Do you
games.
agree with that,
It,
Wes?
Game 1 you can count for them, but
nah, I don't. I literally don't though. I don't.
I gotta give them respect. Like it's cool the Spurs was having a week off of basketball, but that don't mean you come out and get bitched. Like I gotta give Minnesota a little bit of respect for that, bro.
They were right at the end of the day. If you were right, they were right
Oh,
there
right
though.
there,
Yeah, they were
though.
right there though. With all that
Yeah,
being
but like
said, with the
Ev,
Castle foul trouble, with the bad shot making or shooting from Wemby and Fox, they were right there because they were that good of a team this season and also throughout this playoff run.
I think again, y'all see it how you see it. I feel like Game 1, Minnesota was controlling that game. I thought they were thoroughly outplaying them, and Minnesota had their issues that they have late in games frequently. And San Antonio was strong to close the game, and they stayed competitive. They fought. They forced turnovers. They forced really bad possessions and shots. And I think that's one of the things that I'll give you all credit for. And it's not something I ever disagreed with. It's just like I thought it was an overstatement, but I will give you all credit for San Antonio being a more well prepared basketball team. San Antonio, to OG's point, always playing the right way. All of those things I think were valid points, and I didn't push back on those points. I pushed back on well, it's already known, and you all ended up being right about the Spurs are going to crush them in the next 2 games. I took a more wait and see approach because through the first 4 it was knotted up, and I think they were competitive. Like y'all, we already had a convo. Even in Game 3, y'all like some people speak on Game 3 as if it wasn't a game, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. Minnesota was in that game. Minnesota looked like they were game the whole way through, and the Spurs pulled away in the fourth quarter. Then we get to Game 4, and granted, I know he got ejected. I know Wemby is the boogeyman. I get how y'all look at this nigga. But it was a 2-point game and when he got ejected, and Minnesota was duplicating what they did in Game 3, which is being competitive, looking like they could go. They were running with San Antonio. It wasn't a situation where it looked like they didn't belong on the court with them. Despite San Antonio clearly looking like the better team, it still looked like Minnesota had something to say about the way the series would end up playing. And then that nigga did some dumb shit, and I felt like everybody, oh, well, it's the same shit that every time a player misses something, like last year with Hallie. Oh, if Hallie doesn't get ejected, y'all lose that Game 7. Nigga, what are y'all talking about? What is anybody talking about? If Wemby doesn't get ejected, they win that game. We don't know that. All we can go off of is what actually happened, and he got ejected, and Minnesota was able to win that game. And before he got ejected, Minnesota was in that game. It was a 2-point game. They looked like they could play basketball with them, and that was my entire point. But we got 3 minutes. Come on. So whatever the real pushback is, I'm waiting. I got FaceTime calls this morning.
All I know is
I got voice messages. Like
Wemby threw that motherfucking elbow and shit changed for the rest of the series. That's all I know. Niggas doing a lot of touching, a lot of grabbing. He threw that elbow and 2 30-point blowouts, man. That's all I know. I know that elbow. It's what Drake say. Think about trying me, dude. Like,
hold on.
like
I
Bison,
want to
pussy ass nigga. Don't.
Talk about some hoop, bro. Like we're not with y'all.
Before you go, I do have a hoop point.
That is hoop, nigga. What do you mean? It changed the series.
Yo, D-Mac, go ahead. D-Mac, go ahead.
I think the thing that I would say to that, Wes, is we don't know what would have happened, and Minnesota was certainly in that game when he did end up getting ejected. However, with the benefit of hindsight, we see what happened in the next 2 games, and it's like, I don't know if I really believe, because and going into the series, I felt like Spurs were, just a tier above. I would have said that they would have probably ended up winning that game. But again, to your point, can't say that they would have, but I don't think that it's wrong for somebody to look back on it and be like, yeah, I mean, I think that the Spurs probably would have ended up winning that game at the end of the day. But you can't say that for certain. And I understand where you're saying you feel like that they were competitive. I think nobody should really discredit Game 1. I think that they did play better than them for the majority of that game. And they deserve credit for that, for whatever reason it was, break, whatever. But I would say they deserve credit for Game 1. I'm done. I don't blame anybody, and I personally look at it as I probably think they were 1 Game 4 based on what we saw in Games 5.
Who you was rooting for, D-Mac?
All right, y'all.
All right, be easy, man. D-Mac, who you was rooting for? No think D-Mac can hear me.
Hold on, let me make my X's and O's point.
What's the word?
Here,
Hey, Twin. Move around, nigga. You done. Go home, nigga. You done. We ain't talking to you no more.
I haven't chimed in on the game.
Oh,
man. Hey, my guy Earl right, though. We good, gang. We good.
We are so good on your conversation. He want to do X's. Hey, y'all. He want to do X's and O's now. Get the fuck out of here, man. You don't move around.
You do X's and O's. Breakdowns. What are you talking about?
Now, man.
Go ahead.
Ain't no X's and O's, nigga. They was better, nigga. That's it.
Yeah, just speaking on the game, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. They won the hustle battle. They won the 50-50 balls. They won the rebounding battle. They won shots at goal, shots at the rim, threes. Like, we one of the best 3-point shooting teams. We didn't get volume threes up. We didn't shoot enough, to be honest with you. Like, guys like J-Mac, Ayo, like, I feel like they turned down a lot of quality looks. Julius, I mean, everybody's killing Julius. I mean, as they should. He didn't play up to his par. But he's also taking the defensive
on YouTube,
challenge.
by the way. We got some solid numbers on YouTube. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, he took the defensive responsibility trying to contain the Wembanyama. Man, we knew what I'm not making no excuses.
Got his ass cooked, too.
Can I talk about the game, brother? And, I mean, he got to take a processing leap because Mitch damn near doubled this nigga every possession. I get it. You're not 100%, but nigga, give the ball up, get it back, see where the help coming from, attack quicker. Like the double team gimmick is gonna continue to like we seen zones against OKC. We seen double teams. Now we've seen defenses be like, yo, Ant, you not getting clean looks, bro. You know what I mean? Like he got to revert back to playing off ball and attacking quicker. Like guys, they just need a different makeup when it comes to trying to get a traditional point guard that can actually I'm talking about like a valid nigga, like not just any point guard. Io's a point guard, yeah, but it's like also that double team defense. Like Ed spoke on it. DiVincenzo was killing you off that. He's getting up 20, not 20. He said 23s, but he was joking a little bit. Like nigga. DiVincenzo an empty the clip type guy. Nas Reed. That's why Nas Reed plays so well. He had clean threes.
This is what I'm talking about.
You had to kill them from the 3-point line. Like attack quicker, swing, being so selfish. If you give up the ball, you're gonna get a quality look because they playing this gimme defense. I just not
I can't take this shit.
This is shit I be talking about though, cause this is my problem.
Who's making an excuse? I'm saying
the first, like nah, nigga, cause after which I always do. And West gonna be the same nigga. He gonna do the same shit. You niggas talk crazy during the series when y'all was up 1-0. I couldn't find you for 2 games. 2-2, you was talking crazy. Now all of a sudden we needed DiVincenzo. We was getting out rebound. No one hit none of that shit. Niggas been told y'all was get your ass whooped. Y'all was built to get your ass whooped. And like I said, hey, D-Mac, you hear me talking to you, nigga? Who was you rooting for?
Can we talk basketball? Like, all that.
Yeah, with you, D-Mac. You know who this is, nigga. This Earl,
shit
nigga.
Cool.
You know who this is, D-Mac.
I didn't have a real
interest.
I just wanted to
You're not even a Spurs. You a Miami guy. You like Miami.
Hey, move around, nigga. We know what this is. You ain't gotta go back to that, nigga. Stop gonna go back to that. You a Minnesota guy. And you got your ass whipped.
I fuck with Ant. I'm a T-Wolves nigga.
And we know you fuck with Ant. Well, hopefully he fuck around and go somewhere else.
Can I ask?
Y'all gotta stop doing this like y'all early is a fan of the Spurs. Not BJ can talk shit. I kudos.
I've been running this. I've been running spaces about this when we talk, nigga. You see my profile picture? Phone home, nigga. What you talking about?
Say,
and again, you talk real crazy when you niggas is up 2-2. And do I forgive? I don't, nigga. So fuck you and your Timberwolves, nigga.
OG, you had a question for Tween Hezzy?
Yeah, Tweens. I don't understand how you come in at Ant talking about he need to give up the ball and do all this shit. Nigga, the personnel around him makes him not give up the motherfucking ball, bruh.
Talking about schematics.
No, fuck a schematic, bro.
The scheme is built on him not touching the peel. You gotta give it up to get it back.
Nigga want to talk schematics.
Hold on. But I mean,
it's an X's and O's thing.
See, that's my bro. You ain't gotta talk to me about X's and O's. My point is,
they're sending two on ball. What do you want him to do? There's 2 niggas on him.
Okay,
he was getting doubled as soon fucking at 35, 60 seconds into the game, bro. The first 2 minutes, bro. What are you saying? You gotta get the ball game.
My point is, this is my point. In order to loosen that shit up, niggas around him gonna have to do something with the motherfucking ball to be respected, bruh. So if they not being respected, they gonna keep doing that because they disrespect that nigga, bruh. They disrespect everything around him, not him. They disrespect everything around him. And so in order to loosen that shit up, niggas gonna have to make plays with the ball. They don't do that. And that's been the take that I've said from the beginning of this thing. It takes too much for that nigga has to be too great in order to give Minnesota a chance. And because his personnel around him just ain't good enough. Julius 3 points. Y'all told me Julius was this, and Julius gonna release some pressure. Julius ain't release a bitch ass thing. Nothing. J Mac, I'm gonna come at him for a second. I like what he does defensively, and he does a few other things, outside of offense or whatever. But what this team needs offensively, bruh, it takes. Ant has to be great. Ant has to shoot a lot. And so if he doesn't do that and you expect him to get off the ball, them other niggas ain't doing enough in order for him to do that.
OG, he got talking about this team at the top. Last series, you niggas was praising Jaden Daniels like he was Kevin Durant. What about Jaden Daniels? What the fuck was he at this series? You want to talk about Ant?
Limited.
Where was that 20-plus a game he was at last series?
Hold up. Let me respond to OG. Relax, too. OG, I'm not saying Ant got to take 12 shots. I'm talking about get a peel up, So they can go back and close out to the nigga they help it, bro. Where's the double coming from, OG? Since you know everything, where's the double coming from?
Bro, I'm not
It's
going
coming
here with
from
you.
Rudy's man.
Okay, all right, okay. So my point is,
That's
again,
not
I'm gonna say, I
true.
just
All
You
the
said,
gotta
time it
give
wasn't.
the
I'll let y'all go ahead and
you
talk.
gotta this is what you do. You gotta listen. You gotta listen, you gotta get a ball up. They're gonna stay home. Boom. Get it back again and attack. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying take 12 shots. No, I'm talking about get this shit up to get it back, bro. Like, what are we doing? He's bringing up the ball. They're sending two on ball, nigga. Nigga. He's at the 60. He's at the logo, bro. They're sending two. It's a 4-3 on a weak side. Somebody got to get the ball. Somebody got to bring up the ball. Somebody has to neutralize this defense because this been happening. Like, what are we talking about?
And who he giving the ball up to, like OG said? Who he giving the ball up to get it back?
I just
Who he
said
giving it up to get it
Ayo.
back?
Also, you're
I
not
just said
speaking about the
Ayo.
offensive players around him denying the screen so the double can't even come in the first place. They wasn't doing a good job on overmanning under or over the
And
screens.
niggas been talking about that Chris Finch coaching. Been talking about that.
All right.
Like you
Bro,
said,
if
OG,
you
you
said
came
it's
into it saying
listen,
they were undercoached, they play bad basketball, they play selfish basketball, they undisciplined, they make bonehead mistakes. You said it, OG, and that's exactly what they did. When it was time, when the game was on the line, and it was time to do something to lose, you niggas lost 30 plus twice, basically.
they
Nigga,
got
move
bad. Like I
around.
said, they bad
Change the
coach.
whole shit up. Get rid of Rudy, get rid of Julius Randle, get rid of the whole team if you need to, nigga. It ain't
Yeah,
gonna
and
win.
man, it's just Spurs is just a better team. Y'all doing all this. Like, nigga,
yeah,
they got a lot of
It's been 3
lottery
years in a
picks.
row. Y'all been getting your asses
Number
whipped in
one,
mid
uh,
number one,
conference
number
finals.
one. Wemby
all
Name your
one,
bullshit
team.
two
aside,
Harper,
all
three
bullshit aside,
three
it's
Castle.
enough.
Like, nigga, you got a lot of
Hey,
niggas. Like, what are you
You done
talking about?
got rid of a nigga. You done got
yo,
rid of a nigga who helped his team about to get to the finals, man.
we gonna
Got
hold,
rid of Cat to get fucking
we
Randall.
gonna
That's
hold
your
up,
organization, nigga. They suck.
we gonna hold off on that real quick. What you about to say, OG, real quick, and I'm gonna go
I was
to
about to say real quick, it's a lot of blame to go around. I know you can start with Finch, you can start with the players, but again, like I said 2 games ago, this team plays bad basketball, and when it's time for them, when they need to like put consistent good habits together, they can't do it. They can put it together for a stretch to overcome a particular spurt or whatever, and they can play in spurts, but they just can't put a whole game together like that. And if you want to say it starts at the top of Finch, I'm fine with that. But I think we at the point now where we got to go ahead and say this team right here, as currently constructed, I think consistently over the past 2 3 years, we put them in that top echelon with OKC, Spurs now, Denver. They down here with us now. This team is not one. Nobody should be talking about this team as a championship team in any way, shape, form, or fashion as currently constructed.
and
They
no,
are down there with the Rockets, the Lakers, the Clippers. They down here with us, bro. These niggas ain't doing shit right now.
and that's
So
why.
let's stop talking about them like that.
And I'm glad you just a perfect segue to me adding on my thoughts and getting this on the YouTube side of things. Because I typed this all out yesterday, and I think my brother D-Mac did a great job at typing out similar thoughts with different wordings when it comes to that as well. Because I truly do
Fuck
feel
D
like
Mac.
I truly do feel like this build of this Minnesota team.
Hey, my nigga, read the room
I
and
just not
chill
good,
out.
good. I do feel like this build of this Minnesota team, in my opinion, like I think they're fucked because like one, I have nothing against them making a big swing and getting a guy like Rudy. No problem with that at all. You land Rudy, but when you do that though, you then set out certain expectations for your team. They had a taste of the playoffs. I think they lost to Memphis 5 years ago. They said, you know what, we're gonna get Rudy now. I think a couple of second round losses or two, and then back to back conference finals. And then obviously now second round here. But now your certain expectations is upon yourself. Like OG said, like people were viewing Minnesota as one of the upper echelon teams. Like now obviously Spurs and inside of that now Denver in a sense. I guess you can say they're two. But even them, for me, they're going to take a step back in my opinion. The Spurs and Minnesota, Minnesota and Denver have big offseason things to figure out, especially Minnesota because people keep saying, and I'm going to say his name, my brother Ted was saying last night, well, I would trade the whole entire front court. Well, nigga, it's not that simple because I said to him, and D-Mac typed it out a little bit better, like, nigga, the value around Randall and Rudy is not what you think it is, with all due respect. The person with the most value or probably the best asset that you have is J-Mac. So then when you trade J-Mac and or Rudy, then that means your defense is taking a hit. Please keep that in the chat. That means your defense is taking a hit. And then even if you do move off them guys, then you're still going to need to replace them for what they do at the end of the day in Rudy And then on top of that, you still need to add a ball handler. So it's like you say trade the front court players in Randall, Rudy, and J Mac, but then how are you going to get back everything that you need to still be a championship team or be one of the better teams in the Western Conference at the end of the day to get back to the conference finals and or the NBA finals? That's why I think this build of the Minnesota Timberwolves is fucked. And I do think that D-Mac said it last night, and I might not say word for word, but he said, like, I don't think they're going to match or meet Ant's timeline. And I always tell y'all, year 7, year 8 is when players request out because the team and the direction is not going to where they want it to go. Did they exceed certain expectations? Yes. Did they have great playoff runs? Yes. Did they beat some good teams? Yes. Did they pull off a couple of upsets along the way? Yes. Denver, Phoenix, Lakers, all these things are true. Are they one of the better teams in the Western Conference right now, today, and or going into next season with all these current players under contract? No. So then now what? What do you do then? What do you do now? Too many question marks around this team in this offseason coming up for them to be able to answer all in one offseason to be better than or as good as the Spurs, to be better than or as good as the Thunder, to be better than, I'm going to just stop at them 2 teams right there. Because I think everybody else is just like,
We're as good as the Pacers.
A whole different tier. So, yeah, man, OG, thank you for that. I wanted to get that off my chest, and thank y'all for letting me get that off my chest pretty smoothly and clearly, by the way. I gotta read it. I got a chat to read real quick, bro. But anybody want to ask something about this series real quick? Let me see what's going on in the chat. Hold on.
I just need to see Wemby be Wemby. I need this Thunder, man. They just at this point, bro. They lose, bro. Hey, if you a Thunder fan, bro, just go sit down somewhere because it's gonna be nasty, bro. Y'all think I ain't reading the room now? Don't even be in no rooms I'm in. I'm gonna be disgusting towards y'all.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna be super disgusting.
Who that? Y'all think I'm not reading the room now too? Who that's about?
Nah, he was talking about me. I was
stop being messy if you want to have a show, bro. For
real,
real.
He's not being messy. But either way, man. I'm just a lot of niggas was even when it was 3. A lot of niggas watched the series up to Game 5 and still was talking about 7-game series. My bad. Was talking about a 7-game series. Talking about like we didn't see what the fuck we were seeing when it came to how bad this team played against them. Like they didn't have to have one of the worst shooting games from the barely win. Like even with Wemby being out, they barely won. This shit was a nasty situation, man. And I'm glad it's finally over with.
Just let him say.
Glad it was over with, man. My thing is this though, Twin. When we went into this situation, we talked about the mismatches. We won't talk about just let's talk basketball. That shit boring, but we'll talk basketball. When we went into the situation, a lot of us talk about the deficiencies y'all had offensively, even with Ed coming back. So now I don't want to hear about it now. Because again, we tried to talk basketball before, so now I'm just gonna be nasty. Now we talking ESPN hoops now. Now we having fun now, talking shit. Because at the end of the day, the matchups didn't look good. We knew the matchups didn't look good. We know what this team is. No, you niggas ain't ready to win nothing.
Time out. Welcome to Facts and Stats. This is not ESPN talk stuff. We don't do.
Yeah, we talk hoops,
We don't do what they do on the shows and shit like that. Like,
thank you.
Us.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What do you mean, oh my God? I'm welcoming you to the platform, brother, and I appreciate you being over here the last week, 2 or 3. But the ESPN shit, nah, this is Facts and Stats. Like this is.
Can I be nasty for a little bit though? Let me just be nasty for a little bit. Can I get nasty for a little bit?
I'm letting you get yours.
I don't mean it that way. So
letting you get your shit.
We let everybody talk.
I'm letting you. Grown men that, bro. Actually, grown men that. Stop doing that. That's a hell of pause. Stop. But I'm with L. I'm with L though, bro. Like that's what I mean by read the room. We don't do that shit here. We don't do that narrative talk. Like all of that, like dominating this. If you gonna dominate this motherfucker like you like to do, at least talk the way we talk, my nigga. We don't talk that narrative shit. We do talk basketball in here. And if you don't like it, my nigga, kick rocks. And that's respectfully. That's the room.
You can't respectfully tell a nigga to kick rocks, but I hate you.
Yeah, I would tell you respectfully to kick rocks because that's this room.
Want you to kick rocks, I wouldn't want you to
grown man. I want to make that clear. Read the room. We don't do that narrative Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith shit in here.
I wouldn't want nobody to kick rocks. I wouldn't want nobody to kick rocks, by the way.
I mean, if you're going to continue to do that, you're going to keep getting pushback. So you might as well. The fuck?
Angry man, sit your ass down, man. I don't care about that.
I'm not angry, bro. I'm not angry. You intimidated. That's not my problem.
I got it.
You intimidated. That's not my problem. I'm not angry at all.
Oh my God.
If I was.
Ain't no intimidate. What we talking about now, man?
Just take heed to what we telling you. Ev told you this not ESPN.
I'm coming off the mic telling you this not ESPN. You saying can I be that? No, you can't, my nigga. Just talk basketball. That's all we asking. That's respectfully. Appreciate you being here though.
All right.
Let's sit your ass down and make some gumbo.
Look at the
At the end
goose.
of the day, this is a platform for anybody to speak their mind.
I did want.
And
Oh, sorry,
I
my bad.
want to make that very clear. But yeah, it did like it. So you can say what you want. By the way, early
POS.
you can say what you want. I want to make that very clear. But
Oh yeah, you can. You just
yeah,
gonna get pushback. I want to
yeah.
make that clear.
And
You
you
can't.
can
You grown man. You can say what you want.
and you can run a couple of you can run some laps, by the way, because I feel like you can run some laps by all means. Like I said, you were one of the ones that was loud and proud in the space, and you stood on what you believed and it ended up being very true. So if you run laps around that and think like that, yeah, by all means, you know what I'm saying. If you call that being nasty,
We
shit, go
waiting
run
on
it.
Monday, man. At this point,
All
we
right,
waiting on
yes sir.
Monday.
All right, what you
We
doing?
wait
We
on
good.
Monday.
I'm gonna shake your hand. We
Yo,
We
good.
F,
wait on Monday,
What's
man.
up, process? We good.
did you know what Ant did yesterday was weird?
Oh yeah, to that. That's one of the biggest things to discuss. Or not biggest. I'm not a fan of
Oh
shit like
hell
that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
love what
want to talk
Udonis
about that.
Haslam said. I'm not a fan of no shit like that. Udonis Haslam said like that's showing a sign of weakness because like you got troops on your bench even if it's garbage time minutes, but you got troops on your bench that's cheering for you throughout these games and throughout these moments, throughout these series, and they look at you as the leader. And we get into the game down 20 to 25 points, 30 points, whatever the fuck it is, and you with 8 minutes to go in the game, you get off the bench and go shake their hand that early. Nah, sign of weakness to me.
Oh, so I didn't
Nah,
know.
But we're
nah,
not mad
nah.
at Fitz for sitting niggas down with 8 minutes left though. You sat
Yeah,
us
Are
down with
you
8 minutes left. So why? What the fuck? Clearly we
all
ain't
right?
playing no more. You gave up.
Are you
I
comparing?
didn't
Bro,
realize.
Are you comparing
you
it?
don't go
I
over
saw
to
the
the
video.
other
I
team.
didn't realize it was 8 minutes to go.
Yeah,
No, you can't do
Yeah,
that.
it was
eight
eight, but
minutes
it
to
was
go.
No, you can't do
Fitz
that.
literally emptied the bench with 8 minutes left.
Bro, that's I'm not. I
You
don't give a
What
tell
that
fuck
me
about
got
the
to do
coach
with
doing
anything
that. Yeah,
though?
that
So
got
you
What that
nothing to
got
do
waved
to
with
the
do with
so
anything?
you waved the white flag, my nigga. You clearly gave up and thought we was cooked for the game.
But no,
Come
but
on,
Earl,
bro.
this
Come
the
on,
this
bro.
the
You
thing
know
though.
better than that.
He did
We
that
go
shit because
home
he
regardless,
did
though,
that shit
y'all.
because he
We
felt
might as
played,
well
right?
play it to the end. We go home regardless. We might as well
Bro,
play
you
it to
know,
the end. Fuck it.
Nah, you
bro,
can't do,
that
but you
bro. To
can't
be
do that
honest
though,
with you,
Joe.
you
Like
do
that's
that shit at
no.
the end of the game.
I,
You do
I,
that
I
shit.
done
Yeah,
seen it
you
before, but I'm
exaggerate
At
not
at
the
gonna
the
go
end.
end.
past it. I I literally watched motherfucking LeBron do it at '09 when you knew he was gone. Like you
That
knew it
wasn't
when they
8
lost the
minutes
Magic.
though.
I seen niggas do it before, so it might be his way out. Who knows? I don't know.
I ain't
Maybe
never
that's why
seen
he.
a nigga go over there 8 minutes
yeah,
in the
amen. I
game. I
never
ain't
saw
never
that
seen
shit.
that type of
Never.
shit in my life.
And
I
I don't
ain't
know.
never
Maybe he
seen
might
that
pull a
shit.
Kevin Durant. Shit, I don't know.
No, that was soft and weird, and I
He did
love
that shit
Ant.
to spite Finch, bro. That's what I think. Like he was
Maybe
doing,
Hey,
like he
Byron,
was just, yeah, he did
maybe
that
he
shit to
did it.
spite
am,
Finch.
am I the only one? Like, I know, like niggas not rocking with the Earl nigga, but I actually see his side though. Like, if niggas is clearing the bench, isn't that like also waving the right flag, nigga? Like I'm not
Come
even
on, bro.
saying
His
that
No,
you
last
can't
game
do
of
man,
the
it. You
season,
gotta
bro.
you
E,
you
come
go
on,
Listen,
over.
he go home
E.
after this,
Yeah,
nigga. You
nah.
empty the bitch with 8 minutes
No, but
left.
like
Fuck it.
Yeah,
like
but
when you
you
clear
go
when you
over to
clear
the
the
I see
bench
bench,
his
8
you
side, but
minutes.
I
kind
don't
of
agree
saying
with
like
it.
no,
Yeah, I
but
get
I'm
what
saying
he's
like
saying. Yeah, I just disagree.
no, I'm just saying when you clear the bench, isn't that not like a sign like we're losing, like it's over
Come
with,
on,
Yes,
like.
bro. Yeah,
but
exactly.
You're right. You're right. 100%. They're waving the white flag. It's over. Now, you as the captain of the team, the leader of the team, during a timeout, you walk over and dap up their whole team. What the
Because
fuck?
I'm not about to dap these niggas up at the end of the game,
Because
bro.
listen, look at the message that he's sending though. Respect to y'all because our coach so pussy. He think with 8. I literally watched the
I'm
Spurs
not
be
doing.
down by 22
I'm
points.
not doing it
Hold
to
on real
that
quick. I
degree.
watched the
I'm
Spurs be
not doing
down
it to
by
that
22
degree.
points and literally come back with the 3 minutes, dog, in the third quarter. My nigga, if you thought that they was that more dominant than us, that you closed the bench out at with 8 minutes left in the fourth, and it's our last game to go home at our house. Yeah, respect to y'all, bro. We must be a terrible team because the
No,
coach
but
emptied
even
these
but
8 minutes.
see, even and I
I take
fuck
that
with
as
that.
spite, and I ain't even mad at spite. That was scary shit.
But hold on, just
Hey,
because
as
he,
Yeah.
but hold on, but just because even that right there is some bullshit, and I fuck with that. But you know, even from a professional standpoint, if you pissed off at the coach and you want to try to send a message, nigga, you a professional now, bro. You don't do it in that way, bro. So don't give him no leeway talking about nah what he did because he wanted to send a message to Finch. So just because he want to send a message to Finch, we good with it? No, nigga, be a pro. Nigga,
Right.
when the game
Oh,
over,
yeah, I'm not
walk
gonna
over
lie
to
to
the
y'all.
other locker room
Y'all
and tell
pick
the
and
nigga
choose
good
when y'all
game,
want a
dog.
nigga to be
Man,
a pro,
straight
and that be my
outrage,
fucking
bro.
problem, bro.
No, not me.
Hey,
I
hey,
want
This
a nigga
shit
to be a
business
pro
at the
all
end
the
of the
time.
day, bro.
OG,
I
Fuck that
want a nigga to be
professional
a
shit.
pro all the time.
well,
That's
OG,
me.
can you talk to me,
don't
brother?
put
Because
that
I'm,
blanket statement
I'm
on
not here to
OG,
do
bro.
I'm not here to do the like the screaming OG. I work later. My voice is a little shot, OG. But all I'm saying is like I think he just didn't want to tap them niggas up after the game because it's like celebration time for them niggas.
But
Like
then
I don't
don't
know,
tap
that's
anybody
crazy.
up,
I
bro.
think it was
But
mainly to spite Finch, bro. Like he
yeah,
said that
man.
shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ain't cool,
He
bro.
did that shit
At the
that he
end of
was
the day,
So,
trying to
so
it's
be.
not
if
Yeah,
he
he was
matter
did
trying
like
to
that
be
at
that.
the
there.
2 minute mark, y'all looking at that different. It's
Man, if
just
you don't want to do it on the court, walk in the locker room when the game over with and get them niggas some
Yeah.
dap, bro.
because
Bottom
I'm
line,
pretty
bro.
sure Bron did that shit when he dapped up like KD and them in
Does that make it
He was
Man,
on
2018.
I
the
clean?
don't
court.
give a fuck
He
who
was on the
did
court
it.
It
though.
would
Whenever they
make it
did
a
it, they were
difference
No,
wrong
no,
when
no,
they
game
no.
did that
because
LeBron
shit,
got
nigga.
LeBron
Keep
was
subbed
it
out.
already.
real.
It was
Before
towards the
LeBron got
end of
subbed.
the game.
All right,
No,
hold on.
LeBron got subbed
No,
out
no, I'm
at
saying
like
it's
Hold
right,
on.
I
but
don't
that
know.
was
It
still a
wasn't
little
at
close.
0-0-0s on the
Bro,
clock.
hold on.
That's
By
what
the
I'm
way,
referring to.
God, with all the respect, can we kill the Braun thing? Because Braun did not do what Ant did not do what Braun did. Braun was already on that side of the court when he was getting subbed out.
Literally,
Ant
like
came
what,
and
bro?
walked all the way down there, guys. It's not the same thing. Can we please kill the Ant and Braun thing?
I feel you, but if you want to pick and
Niggas
choose
love
how you
bringing
feel
up
about
But
things,
Braun.
I'm
like what
OG
speaking
OG
to it
doing,
Braun.
It's not
wasn't
the
Hey,
zero
if it
same.
make
zeros
you
on the
not
It's,
like
clock.
Ant
it's the
more,
same.
so
So
what,
that's
bro?
all. That's
Like
all it
it
Nah,
is
is.
I
what
don't
it
Really
think
is.
not.
niggas dislike not like Ant more because of it. Nah, I don't think it's nothing like that. I just think
But
that
I don't want to hear that. Oh, that was some sucker shit. That was this and that, bro. At the end of the
Well, it
day,
It was
was.
like.
fake outrage, bro. It's just fake
But so we
outrage. It's
don't think
not
it's
that
yeah,
deep.
again. We
Shan
don't
during the
think it's some
timeout.
sucker shit. And I won't. Yeah, because y'all about to diminish everything I got to give. So I'm gonna be real chill. Y'all don't think a nigga emptying the bitch with 8 minutes left and we down by 20 plus? Y'all don't think that's enough for a nigga to say, oh damn, so we really like giving up with 8 minutes? Y'all saying y'all ain't never seen a nigga do that. I've never seen a nigga empty the bitch with 8 minutes left, bro.
That's
In a
cap.
playoff game, hey, go
Bro,
home,
they
go
was
home
getting the
playoff
shit
game,
beat out
y'all,
of them. The
or
game
go
was
home playoff game.
over. Like,
But
we're
he
not
was
saying it was
going to
over,
empty the
but like,
bench
come on, bro.
regardless,
Let's
no
be
matter
real.
what time it was.
I've never seen it. If you
All right,
know, name the
let
time when
me
literally we were about to
let
literally
me
it's a playoff game where if we lose this we go home. We're down by 20 plus and it's 8 minutes left and we empty the bench. Have you seen it before? If you got another time, shut the fuck up and say, "Oh, you got me." It did happen before. I've never seen that before.
let me hear what Joe got to
Which,
say, and then D.
oh,
Go ahead, Bray. My bad.
which
Hold
I'm
on,
not
Joe.
saying he's
Hold
wrong,
on,
but
Joe.
if he plays those hypothetically, he plays those minutes, and God forbid he gets hurt, then y'all gonna be mad at the coach saying, "Oh, well, why did he play them 5 more minutes more when Ant got hurt?" Like
And they
either
was
way
down,
it
and they're
goes, it's
down
gonna be.
30. That's
But
another way to
but
look
this
at it
is
too.
one of them game. This ain't a regular season game. We going home this game. If you got a little extra to give, you never know what can happen, dog. You literally never know what can
Man, you
happen.
not
I
being
literally
early,
seen
cause
niggas
you
come back
man,
down
come on,
20
bro.
with
You
5 minutes
come
left.
on, early. You not being. I hear you, bro. I really do hear you, but come on, bro. Like that was the Spurs game, damn near from start to finish, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like
And
it.
that and again and that's cool. But imagine a nigga, and then look at Ed side. I'm looking at Ed side. Imagine a nigga who didn't have to come back, was hurt, came back game one. None of us had him come back game one. We like nigga gonna be out. This nigga gonna be out for weeks. Come back game one, give his all, help you niggas win 2 motherfucking games. That's a
Yeah,
slap in my
Shmario.
fucking face, bro. That is a slap in my face with 8 minutes left. You say go sit down. That's a slap. That's a slap. Clearly, I don't care about getting injured because even though I was injured, nigga, I came out here and fought. So clearly he got the mentality of dog, I'm gonna go regard. I ain't gonna leave my niggas out there by themselves. He
Bro,
could
it
have
was
sat
a
down game one, game
33
two.
point. It was a
So it's a smack in my
33.
face for you to sit
Bro,
this with eight
I
minutes left,
hear you.
bro.
I really do. But it was a
What
33
did I come
point
back for?
game. Like early. I'm with you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Cause I'm about to go to Joe and D-Mac. Early, I'm 100% with you if Finch did it at the top of the fourth. Right? Like, Ant was on the court, the start of the fourth quarter, down 28 fucking points. Like, I'll be with you if he did that. He let these niggas run for the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. Nothing changed. It got worse, damn near, or stayed the same. He took them out with down 33 points. I'm sorry, that is the right thing to do with 8 minutes in the game. We got 4 minutes. If you can make a run in this 4 minutes and turn that 28 point deficit to 15, 16, 17, I'll run you even longer. But if that shit go up to 33, I'm sorry. With this 4 minutes, I gotta take you out the game now. It's over with. Am I wrong with that, early?
Again,
do you hear me on that?
again,
Do you hear me though?
I'm not.
See, I knew it. You ain't even trying to hear me, bro. Like, how you
I
even
ain't
hear what I
hearing
just
it. I just
said?
can't imagine a nigga coming back early, bro. I'm risking injury by playing, and you take us out with 8 minutes left. That's a slap in my
Bro,
face,
that's
bro.
crazy,
That's
bro.
a
Like,
slap in my
I be
face.
trying to meet
You
niggas
gave
in the
up on me
middle,
when
but
I didn't
niggas
give
don't
up
be
on
trying to
you.
meet me. Like, I just met you in the middle, and that's how I hear you. You said you don't
Early, you
even hear
down
me.
28 with 7 minutes left. What you gonna do?
No, 33, gang. 33.
Make
You
a
You
gonna
like,
run,
do
come
some
on.
break,
shit we
try to
never
get a
seen
foul.
before?
I guess that's what
I'm
you
telling
do.
y'all, I'm telling y'all, nigga
Ant.
mentality, who literally came back way early he was supposed
We
to.
understand that.
I would not be surprised if that nigga ain't saying down by 28. Let's see what we can do I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't
He
bother
did.
him.
He did see what they could do.
He
They didn't
petty
do
for
anything.
Early.
you
Listen, I'm
don't
gonna
go
repeat
look.
it
You
one
don't
more
fight
time.
ignorance
I'm
for
gonna
ignorance. So
repeat
was
it.
he petty for doing that? Especially if he did it on some like that's my get back type shit. Yeah, he petty. But I'm not mad at him for doing that because dog, I'm not even
And
supposed to be
dapper
playing
of you,
anyway,
and
and
dapper
you
of you.
sat me the fuck down, bro. Like clearly
Yeah.
y'all niggas is way better than us. That we sat down with 8 minutes left. So
Yes,
here,
they
shake hands.
were, and that's why Ant said that after the
They
game. They
showed
were
it.
the better team. Ant
They
said
showed
this.
it, man.
You're right.
Wait, but let me clarify though early. So you're saying you're not mad at Ant
No, I'm not mad at Ant. I'm not mad at Ant at all.
He more so
for
mad
what? For
at Finch.
dapping niggas
He
up and
more so
dipping?
mad at Finch for
Yes,
pulling
but
the
that
plug.
niggas at the dip. I understand. Again, I can admit that it's petty. I can admit that it's on some like get back. It's like it's some petty shit. It's some, it's some petty wop shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not even mad at him being petty in that moment because it's like again, nigga, I came back in the series to play. Wasn't supposed to be playing. Niggas talking about he wasn't gonna play till game 3 or 4. Came back game 1, and from the jump, belt the
Preach,
ass,
Mario.
putting up 30-point balls. And it's 7 minutes left. We down by 28. So what if you think we don't need to play or not? Nigga, you sat us down and clearly your star. I said, lead by him. Well, your leader says, dog, I'm playing through pain, injury, all that shit. You hear him talking to motherfucking Castle and Dylan Harper like, nigga, I'd have dunked on your shit if I had 2 full legs. Like, this nigga want to play. He got that mentality. We've been begging for it. Like, we've been begging for that type of shit. I know plenty of niggas that sit the fuck down. And you sit us down. So yeah, I get he was being petty. I know that's petty. You went up there on some like, yeah, that's spite and fin shit. And I
Well,
understand that's
Byron.
raggedy.
That's Byron
But
line
fuck
of
that,
thinking. That's
man.
Byron line of thinking. Everybody else just think it's weak and soft, and like
Yeah.
as a leader, you're not supposed to do something like that. That's all.
But it ain't weak and soft sitting your team down 25 or plus
It's not
or down 25 or whatever with 8 minutes left.
33. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this one more time because I think you're dismissing this part early. You know in basketball, you know how the sub patterns go for the most part. You know you got your guys that play the whole first quarter. You got your guys that play 8. You got your guys that play 6. You know whatever the case may be, right? Listen, I'm gonna even provide further context for you early. This is why it is not against Finch at all. Please let me get this out. Anthony Edwards early played the whole entire third quarter, brother. They went into the fourth quarter down 28 points and is still on the floor early. So that is Finch giving Ant and that group on the floor a shot to get back into the game or cut the lead early to see if they're going to play majority of the fourth period as well. And does not play a one full quarter and then go and play the whole entire next quarter as well or even start the next quarter. But Chris Finch idea was, you play this whole entire third, your regular pattern, and then you're going to start this fourth quarter as well. He did that. They did
I get
that.
it. We're gonna say we can chop away at the lead, and if you don't chop away
Exactly.
enough, we're gonna sit them down. I understand that. But again,
It went to 28-33 with the Spurs in full control of the game and the whole entire period, and Castle and Wemby and them continuing to hoop. Why would I not then take my guys out? What are they on the court for? They're not even playing like they want it at this point.
And again, maybe Ant just felt like, and I'm speaking on what Ant probably felt like. Maybe he felt like, nigga, we should have just rolled it out into the game, even if we still lose by 30 wells.
So you think Ant did it out of petty shit too then?
No, I definitely did out of petty shit. I think it was on some petty shit. I do.
Cool.
I do.
Right, so we good. All right, we good.
Yeah,
so
I admitted that. Yeah, I do.
All right,
I'm just saying I'm not mad at him for doing it. That's basically what I'm saying.
All right, bet. So let me go to Joe.
I just think Finch, you didn't make the right adjustments during the game. It was a lot of things that wouldn't. Again, we've argued on this platform over and over again, especially this platform I've been on, about, we talk about the play of the Minnesota Timberwolves. We talk about effort, rebounding, discipline, schemes, all this other shit that literally leads off to the coach. That leads off to the coach every single time the adjustments not being made. And then we try to blame the players, like Queen said, oh, Ashley did this and did that. A lot of that sometimes be your coach putting you in the right position. Because I'll give you a prime example. Before Steph Curry was coached by Steve Kerr, Jackson wanted to put him on the ball. Steve Kerr said, dog, let's come off the ball. That way, less turnovers, more shots. Like, nigga, you got to figure that out. And it's been 3 years in a row, bro. We got teams that can compete, and we've been getting blitzed.
I'm only cutting you off because of the time. With all due respect, I hate the Finch, because I got a haircut in 30 minutes. I'm trying to see how far this from me real quick. But I hate the Finch thing in this argument right here because it's not that it's not that I'm saying Finch is a great coach or anything like that, but how much of this series can I even put on Chris Finch? Like, it goes to what OG said earlier, or other people speak on the series as well, and even Ant last night. But Dante was too big of a loss in this series. Like, the way they were defending Ant, Dante can shoot your face off, knocking down them shots. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle was a Finch can't make Randle play better. Finch can't put Randle in no other position throughout these 6 games that he was in to perform better offensively. None. While he being guarded by smaller defenders. Finch could not have done nothing for Julius Randle in this series. Finch can't make Rudy turn into an offensive threat with Wemby down low. Guys, Wemby impacted the whole entire game in a front court perspective because he had about, I don't know how many blocks he had in the series, to be honest, but I think he had like 3 in this game last night and then 3 in game 5 as well. And then the way they're defending Ant, they didn't have the necessary guys to be able to handle the ball and also the outside shot makers outside of Nas Reed to help. So how much can I really put on Finch in this series from an adjustment standpoint? Not much, in my opinion. So I'm not saying he's a great coach. I'm not saying Finch don't get no blame at all. If anybody want to blame Finch, you can. Ant was horrible. Dante was too big of a loss. Randall sucked. J-Mac is good when he wants to be or when he is showing up. Outside of that, J-Mac is not a consistent offensive threat to me. And Rudy is not that at all. That's literally all it is. It's all of that before I even get to fucking Finch. If
He had 26 blocks too this series, by the way. 26 blocks.
22 blocks in 26
26 blocks.
26 blocks in 6 games. That's crazy.
And really like 5 1/4 maybe.
But there's a lot of gold stands in that hole. No hating shit.
But no, hold on. All right, what's up, Joe and then D-Mac though?
I was gonna say like the only 2 things like about how everybody on the stage was feeling like they're not fucking with the attitude or whatever. For me personally, I just felt like 2 things could be true at the same time. You look at it from an athlete perspective, and then you look at it from a humanistic perspective. So the human side is like, oh, as a leader, you're showing like, even though people view it as a sign of weakness, you're showing strength and showing respect to a better team. That he went up there and said what he had to say. As a competitor, you also think like that's weak because of the fact that he did it at the time. But I think this is one of those situations where you could apply 2 principles at the same time. And then also, that being said, I just wanted to say, like, when I look at sports overall, there's certain instances where a special moment happens and maybe the context is not a fair comparison. But when a rookie comes up sometimes, like in an MLB game, and he hits a ball and stuff like that, they stop the game for a little bit and cheer it, like, if it's a quick pause or whatever the case may be. So I just feel like sometimes when the degree of respect is there, you're going to take a pause to, acknowledge regardless of the time and context of it.
Okay. Well, appreciate
I'll
that,
say
brother.
this. My bad. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Like, if they shake hands with 4 minutes left, 8 minutes left, shake hands after the game, go back in the locker room. I don't even care really if you shake hands at all. It's not that big of a deal. Y'all all grown men. I did want to say, to your point earlier about kind of the Wolves feature, I do think that this is a very difficult needle it will be to make sure that they can put a team around and that's really worthy of it. Because they did sacrifice a value on the Cat and Randall swap. And there's only so many times that you could turn one piece into multiple pieces, and you're not going to get diminishing value back on it. And I just think it's going to be very difficult for them to pull off that swap again, in my opinion.
Exactly. Well said, brother.
D-Mac, is it time to get rid of Rudy, D-Mac?
You say yes, but it's always the same thing. I'll give Woods credit. He always says the same thing. It's what you're getting rid of him for. And I don't know if you're getting a good enough. I don't know if you're matching the value that Rudy brings if you trade him away. That's going to be the question mark.
D-Mac, would you be mad if Ant pulled a Kevin Durant and went to the Spurs?
Spurs is crazy, but I will say I do think the clock is ticking on Ant getting out.
What are we talking about, bro?
It wasn't worth commenting, brother.
I know it was definitely being nasty on purpose.
Early, nobody. I can't say nobody. I'm not. I feel like that was to me. I'm not trying to shut you up. You said this is.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I would. Hey, no. It's your platform. I'm a chill. No ESPN talk.
This is my platform. And everybody in here, they speak inside this platform on a day-to-day basis over the last 4 years. But I always have one thing that speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? So, but you do have, everybody's different. Everybody's wired differently. For example, West heard OG say something today. And he's like, man, like, that take got to stop. I disagree with it. You just saying what you saying. Byron saying to you, like,
nah, nigga, if you can say what you want, but you gonna get pushback. Everybody not the same though. So like,
Yeah, that's it,
yeah,
bro.
don't
Right.
feel like you can't come in here and say what you want, brother. Like you don't gotta like try to tippy toe and tip da da da. Say what the hell you want in a respectful manner though. Obviously, don't come up here and call like bitch
Because to
ass
be fair,
nigga.
Earl, niggas do what you was trying to do. They get pushback though. Like when
Nah,
niggas is like
facts.
extra heavy on pushing agendas or narratives and all of that, niggas push back.
Yeah.
But I'm the only time I push agendas, and me and Byron shoot me and Byron would shoot the five at the cookout.
What you say, bro?
He said y'all can
I
shoot the
said me and
five at
Byron
the
would shoot the five at the cookout. But my thing is that
Wait,
all
I
jokes
can.
aside though, my thing is that only reason I'm even being this nasty, bro, because
because
like
everything that
we
we
went
heard
into
and was
this
said.
series. We went to this series, all jokes aside, talking like this. And again, it's the same thing, right? We've been on spaces with Wes where he talking about, man, look, I'm Wes on my pod. Like, we on the pod together. It's Castle can't shoot, Darren Fox some shit. So again, we got respectful talk, but I promise you, if Castle shooting well or Darren Fox giving you 22, 25 a game and y'all niggas lose, now I'm gonna be. This is when I'm nasty now. I'm not nasty in the beginning, but when you want to think that everything is absolute and this and that, again, even with Tween, when we was coming
And
to
I'm
this
with you.
series,
I'm with you there.
we
Yeah,
were
I'm with you
talking
there.
about Tween and Rudy Gobert gonna do this and that. To Wemby and this and that. Yeah, we talked about this. So now I'm being nasty because when we were trying to be positive earlier, have a serious conversation, you thought what you thought, and there was no way moving off of it. Now I want to hear that shit once y'all lose. Oh man, we don't got Dante. Oh man, we ain't got this. Niggas wouldn't complain about Dante when they went 2-2. Niggas wouldn't complain about Dante. I don't want to hear the Dante. That's how I am though. I'll just be nasty when I know I go into something saying that there's a chance this can happen, and then when it happens, same thing what happened with the Nuggets series. Hey man, it's not possible for a nigga to come back 3-1. Only 13 niggas have done it in history. And niggas like, nah, even with everybody out. Okay, so now I'm gonna be nasty. That's how I am. I'm not always nasty talk. But when it's time for me to get my shit off, yeah, I said so ass nigga. I thought, you know what I mean? That's all.
And that's 100% fine. You know, and that's why after West finished speaking, you don't got to respond back. You don't got to respond back to this. That's why after West finished speaking today, I literally said, "Yo, earlier, you got anything you want to respond back to that?" For that exact reason. By the way, but just circle back real quick, y'all. Do anybody want to add anything else real quick? And why y'all?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah, what's the word?
So I picked the Spurs to win the championship before we did our playoff thing, and I just didn't think they had enough. I didn't think Minnesota had to win the series due to all the health concerns. Like, and I don't think it was 100%. And obviously, losing Dante is a huge loss for them. Now, I think that given their injury shit, I think it might not be like. Listen, if Giannis is in the works, and I saw something on Twitter today of like a trade. It was like 2 firsts, Rudy and Randall. And I don't know if Minnesota does that, or I don't know if Milwaukee does that without getting J-Mac in a deal or whatever.
I'm about to say, nigga, J-Mac.
But, you know, if they have a trade for Giannis, I think they'll be able to fix it. I think Finch might get fired, but I don't think Ant goes anywhere. But I will say on the Spurs end of things, man, Dylan Harper, he is the X factor in this whole situation because he comes off that bench and gives them such a good spark. And he is just, I mean, for a rookie, it's insane to watch how he's been able to play and fit into his role. So they have a great thing building over there, and they're probably going to be good for a long, long time. And they have the team to beat OKC. I don't know if they will, but, you know, we'll see. But with the Minnesota side of things, like, I don't think, like, they're, like OG was like, they're not in those talks no more, blah, 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 blah. I mean, bro, they just went to 2 conference championships back-to-back. And they beat the Nuggets with nobody, pretty much. And nobody had them winning except for, like, a handful of people in here. If he's healthy and Dante's healthy, I think this series is a little bit different against the Spurs. But if they can get another piece in there and kind of keep the core together, maybe they get a new coach and get another piece that can help them out in free agency or something like that. I think they can they can still beat.
Nah.
I think the only process is the only problem though. Process teams are getting better though. Like OG been around a long time, so he know there have been times where if you it ain't their fault somebody got hurt or whatever like that. But sometimes your time will pass you by, bro. It might be an injury, but teams are getting better, dog. Like this is probably gonna be the worst version we see of the Spurs in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
You better
I
hurry
do
up.
agree. I do agree with Earl
You
with
better
that.
hurry up and get to it for Dylan Harper to become a 25 point per game guy.
But real quick, because he said, but process. You just said I mean, it sounds like you agree with me then, because I said as this team is presently constructed. That's my whole point.
Oh
This
yeah, yeah,
team
yeah.
right now, and is that good that he's gonna be able to wheel them through a series or maybe even two. But as presently constructed, at some point,
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
if you make 2 or 3 conference finals in a row and you keep tapping out at the same spot, this team ain't good enough. And you're gonna have to revamp it, whether it be from a coaching standpoint, player personnel. Some shit gotta change. Right now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this ain't gonna work.
So then I
We
agree with
saw with
you.
Mark Jackson, OG. You will lose your job if you can only get to a certain point.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Bryson.
no,
It
I
took
agree
him
He
with
to
you.
come
lost in the
back. The
second
process was fine
round.
back
What are you
then. Be
talking about?
young.
No, I agree with you, OG. I didn't. I thought you were saying, yeah, as currently constructed, no, they can't compete with the top teams. But I don't think they're far off from getting a piece or two to help them out. They need a point guard, in my opinion, that can really control the game.
Yeah,
And
but
if
you
they,
got an ant. When you got an ant, you're not very far off. Like it ain't but a few
right, right, right.
players in the league where you say, "Well, I got this guy, I got the main thing. I just need to make sure I got the right pieces around him." So they got the
Right,
hard
right.
part. I agree with you there. But yeah, right now that shit is
No,
busted
All right,
up.
what
But
you?
that would make
All right,
sense if
what
you
you?
didn't
Nah,
spend
nah,
four
nah. Hold
first
on,
rounds to
gang.
get
Hold on,
Rudy.
if
That
gang.
would
they
make sense if you don't have all this
Hold
money on the
on,
books.
gang.
That would
Hold
make
on.
sense if there was something out there that don't cost that much that's really good, but that's not true. So you can say they can get better, but what pieces mathematically
Well,
will
they're
make
gonna
Okay,
have
sense for
to.
them
no,
to
hold
get?
on. All right, nah, it's on Be Young now, bro. It's on Be Young. You got it out early processing. OG, thank y'all for that too. Yeah, I'm only acting like this because of the time. Y'all just heard my alarm go off. I swear if I didn't have it here, Kyle, would I be
I'm
acting
quiet.
like
I'm
this?
quiet. I'm quiet. Go
I
ahead.
can go
Yeah,
after
if
be
I,
young too.
yeah,
I
I
ain't
got
trying
you.
to hear Big Young, man. Fuck all that. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
fuck.
not trying to
Man.
hear him.
If I ain't have
Nigga,
it here,
shut
Kyle,
up.
would not be moving
Nigga,
like
shut
this,
up.
y'all. But go ahead, Be Young, get in,
We
bro.
not trying to hear be young, big bruh. Can we move to the next segment?
Chill. What's the word, Be Young?
I can't stand this Palmdale nigga,
but the
man.
show is
What's up?
about it. The
Chill,
show about
twin.
to
You don't
be
gotta
over
add your
with.
1-2.
You,
You always do that. Stop being the
yeah,
My
follow
fault.
up
My
nigga,
fault, bro.
bruh. Throw the
I'll be
first
here.
punch
it was our little.
sometime.
It was our little
Hold
one
up.
second like sentence between you. Ain't had to jump in that. Like,
Yeah,
Every
it's
time I
cool.
come in here, y'all bickering.
Y'all making it longer.
Shut up, Swiper.
Hold up. I'll be quick.
Is that Swiper?
20 foot. I just want to shout out BJ, bro. Cause yeah, everything, cause you never could tell with BJ when he trolls or not. Everything you said about them Spurs niggas was true. I got to show my man out.
That's a great
Cause
shout
you
out
don't
to
know,
my dog. For
cause,
sure.
cause, cause you don't know when he's serious. You know BJ. You don't know when he's serious and that. But
Why is BJ the face of Spurs fandom?
I
Because
don't
he was a
know.
Spurs
Cause
fan
he,
inside of
can we
Pistons
mute this
That's a
Cavs.
nigga
great
Swiper?
Nah,
question.
he ain't been here long enough.
he,
That's all it is, Swiper.
He a
By
Spurs
this
nah,
time
fan.
next year,
I
it'd be
just
me.
want,
Bro,
I want to shout out my
BJ be
man.
texting me after every game. Like, bro, he had everything that they've been doing. He literally had them doing it. He just don't be
Was he
saying
doing
it
that
Yeah,
a
that
out.
couple
nigga be
years
yeah,
ago?
that
He
nigga
just
be
don't be
DMing
saying
me.
it
I like
openly all the
legit
time,
every
y'all.
day.
Yeah, he texted me
Yeah,
Nah,
too.
he
It's
texted me
crazy.
too.
yeah.
He's
So,
a
But nah, I
fucking
just
nut.
want.
This Wimby train is
shout out to
ticking. I'm
BJ.
Yeah,
telling
that
Shout out
you.
to
nigga a
BJ. Shout out
nut,
to
bro. He
BJ.
really be texting everybody.
What's the
I
word?
will. I will
What's the
say.
word, Bray? Oh, you were done, Be Young. My bad.
Oh, you are be
Oh,
young.
my fault. My fault, bro. I'm gonna be quick. I will say for the next series, uh, against OKC Castle is the key. If that nigga play like that, I don't know, bruh. Because I don't know if we can call that shooting fake or whatever, call it fake, whatever. He is the key. If he play like that, I don't know. I mean, okay, I still got OKC winning, but he is the key. Wemby getting all the shine,
All right,
deserving.
brother. With all due respect, I'm gonna cut that right there because that was not needed at the moment. This series starts in a couple of days, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have Heaven
Oh,
Solo
my
do them.
fault. Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah, my
yeah.
fault.
With all due respect, I swear.
Yeah,
With
my
all
fault.
due
Why you
respect,
But
give credit to BJ, not the nigga you paid?
well, he paid you
I
too.
paid.
He paid you too.
I paid both of y'all niggas.
Damn,
But
nigga.
yeah.
Yeah, shout
Damn,
out.
niggas out here losing money. Ain't
You
nobody
took
bet
care of
me.
my
Damn.
tacos, my pizza, and my drinks last night. I appreciate you,
I
brother.
should have took his
My
money.
dog, you my
I should have
dog,
took
dog.
Tween money.
Yeah.
That'd have been good money to
Hey,
take.
You my
Hey, y'all know what he took
I
me
be
last
going
night
to
before
I be
break?
going to work late and
Extreme money treated me nice.
Hey,
All
you know
that
what?
shit.
Gallagher,
You know
you
what
beat
he
me
texted
to it.
me?
Damn.
You know what he texted me last night? Oh, B Young texted me and said, "You know what? I'm acting like OG now. I'm not betting you no more. I got two niggas in this platform that's scared to bet me now. Like
I
If
ain't
you
niggas
know.
is
if you got
scared
Hey,
to
if you
bet
Air,
me.
got money
Air,
from B Young, nigga, that came
I
from me.
use OG. I will use OG money to pay you a T. Oh, that's the
Hey, good. Hey,
Like get these
I,
niggas out
listen.
my
I'm not
business, B
I
Young.
betting no
love
You
boy.
OG
don't
money
want
on
that.
me. I love
Fuck
OG
that,
money
man.
on me. What's up,
But
so
brother?
it's
somebody
really
bet me on this
OG.
next series so I can use that money to play for Swiper
Hey,
Day.
be
Air,
young.
What's up,
but
Bray?
see, it's really OG money.
I
Be young.
appreciate
Fuck
it.
OG money. Bitch,
Shamari,
that's
I
my
got.
money from
I messed
Canelo.
up today, Shamari.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you niggas in here robbing
Hey,
Peter?
yo, Bray, what's the word, Bray?
Okay, for me, I'll speak on the Spurs. I'm really impressed with how they've been able to just shock me in terms of the mistakes they made game one and still win the way they did game two. But I just want to make a quick comment on the Minnesota thing. I do agree with y'all saying about they need to make changes, but y'all gonna see what other teams have done in the East where they make changes for a superstar, they fire the coach, and nothing changes. That's not me saying that Ant can't change anything, but you can't be this aggressive in the offseason, fire a coach, trade for Giannis, and if you don't get Giannis, it still has Rudy Gobert as your big, and nothing changes. I just don't think that at the end of the day, if the Wolves make changes, they have to make sure this elevates them to the same level as the Thunder and Spurs, and not the same level as, we're still in the Rockets tier, but we're still fighting for a second round exit and other stuff that OG and Princess were saying. That's all.
Right. So you think they just need to make minimal changes, right? Like they just need a guard. Like if they can
They
get
need
a
a guard and another big.
right, like if and I'm not saying they need to go out and get some fucking superstar, but if they can go out and get a guy that can help them control their offense as a point guard, and I like listen, like Earl
Can't
said, like how are
respond,
you gonna
OG.
find that? Like yeah, that's not my job to find them. I'm just saying, there's always trades being made in the NBA. There's always stuff.
Yeah, but yeah.
So much movement.
I see. Not my bad, OG.
Can y'all mind if I ask
See,
process? Can I
no, I
ask?
do
Can
mind.
I name a person?
I do.
Can I name a person to see if it works?
I do mind, bro. I do mind.
All
With
right,
all
all
due
right,
respect,
bet.
my alarm went off 6 minutes ago, guys. I have a haircut in 14 minutes. I gotta go immediately. My bad. I thought it was still a good 2.5 or 2 hours.
We got open talk,
But we
y'all.
have open
Chill.
we literally have open talk. I was just about to say that. And I even missed WNBA today, so I do want to run it. I'm just running through it really quickly. I'm going to start the show tomorrow with WNBA. Shamari, hopefully you can make it. Shout out to Citron. Shout out to Kiki. Big win over the Fever last night. And then just looking at a couple of teams start off the season from a standings perspective, we got the Dream sitting at 2-0, the Liberty 3-1, the Aces 3-1. Asia even had a 45 ball last night, I want to say, while missing like 5 shots. The Chicago Sky in their 3 games played so far with 3 new acquisitions, they're 2-1. The Valkyries are off to a 2-1 start, and Olivia Miles as a rookie is helping the Lynx being off to a 2-1 start as well. So,
Hey, if I got TIG connects too, just let me know, nigga. I got them TIG connects. Just let me know.
If you do, all right, man, I'm definitely going to reach out to you in regards to that. Cause I'm definitely trying to catch and miss this game. I fuck with Citron and Kiki the long way. So yeah, man, we're gonna dive into a little bit more WNBA action tomorrow, guys. I might have missed some of these games today, but I'm gonna chill. We look at these games that's going on these games not even today, it's tomorrow. We'll look at some games to preview some of the games tomorrow. Look at some of the games that's been happening throughout these first week and a half of the season, and then look ahead to OKC and Spurs tomorrow. Slightly, but more so look ahead to that game 7 that we have tomorrow. My bad, y'all. We have open talks. Talks can continue over there. Just go to the open talks tab right now. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. The show will be shifting to weekends on Saturdays and Sundays at the moment, and also some days throughout the week on YouTube and Twitch. Outside of that, there will be some spaces at Fact and Stats _. Thank y'all for all the support, y'all.